Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. We have another exciting 136-15 PLO game here at TCH Houston. DT in the booth, joined once again by Shanice. How you doing tonight?
Hey DT, what's up? How we doing, everybody?
Hope everybody's doing well. Doing well here. We're gonna start it off with a bomb pot. Catman not stuck $705. Got somehow something wrong with the graphics.
I mean, these guys were playing a little bit before the stream, some of them, so we don't know the truth of that. But
Well, this is the first hand of this table. I know that they were playing on the floor for a little bit. So this, whatever the stack sizes are, the first hand of this table. I think they're going to be doing a bomb pot to start things off. Here we go.
that's true. We'll give everybody a fresh start here. It's an interesting flop. Eight of clubs would be nice to find.
The boards interact with each other, so we could see fireworks.
In Catman's neighborhood, but the board just a little bit too big. Cafe 11 decides to take a little bit of a stab here. It does have the king high flush already on the top.
Buddy, if you're still drawing, I'm gonna put a lot of pressure on you. Give up. Give up.
The only one who flopped a flush.
Gillen C1 does have the straight. No hearts to back it up, though.
Where's it going?
You get to choose where it goes. It's
Jampros does have the heart draw, and now a little bit of a redraw.
You know what I got, buddy. You're a smart guy.
Looking for a straight, looking for a queen, or a heart on the bottom.
You're right about it.
Gilt's hand not looking great. It's two pair and a straight. They got kind of counterfeited.
Oh, did you call it?
Yes.
I didn't see. Oh, it's two.
Three of y'all.
Still can't fold just yet.
No, not yet. I'll take a free one. Buddy, you know what I got? What are you chasing?
All right, heads up.
Jambros has all of the hearts in his hand.
9 and 1, seat 700.
You know what I got, right? Oh my god.
More of the same on the top.
That's not a bad. Honestly, that's not a bad river.
Oh my god. I was lying about what I got, but I got that.
Cafe 11 now 100% sure that he has the best hand on the top.
Yep.
Does it?
See if you can get anyone to fold. No one likes this river except for him.
I'll give you free dinner. Well, then,
And Gil still losing to Queen Jack
I can't show it, but
with
he said I was gonna show
only a blocker with the 8 of clubs in his hand on the top. Let's see how easily he gives up. It doesn't look like he will.
Thinking he wins one board, as long as he's not up against Queen Jack of clubs or Queen Jack with clubs, which Cafe 11 could have very easily had. Jambros couldn't find a heart because he had all of them.
And you can't be surprised it doesn't complete there when you have 4, but we do see it happen.
That's how you start off stuck. Everyone's stuck. Look at all those stuck $25.
They'll be fighting to get it back plenty of time, I'm sure. We got some new players on the stream today.
That's true. Sandman in seat 3, Gil in seat. Actually, I'm pretty sure Gil's been on the stream before. It's just been a long time. Sandman's new, that's for sure. Seat 6 PM, I believe he is new to the stream as well. Everyone else, familiar faces all around.
Give me a second.
Seat 2 we have Dwayne. Seat 4 we have Levi. Seat 5 we have Snake. Seat 7 we have Jambro. Seat 8 we have Catman. And seat 9 we have Cafe 11.
Looks like we're not going to have Catman for long, though, I think.
We got
Gonna give up his seat to another player coming in.
we got multiple players waiting for Catman's seat. You see AJ getting ready to take Catman's seat. That will be his. This is the first hand.
Yeah, the game has been good lately, guys. We appreciate you checking it out. And the list is getting progressively longer every week. So,
Don't know when, but sometime soon. I'll try and battle out there and leave all the commentating to you. It's been a while since I've been on a live stream.
yeah, we'd love to see you out there in the streets.
I prefer it be Hold'em, but you know what? PLO is fun too.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to want to get in on this action that we've seen the past few weeks.
Pretty dry flop, even though they're close. Catman just potting it with top and bottom. Always seems to smash these boards. People don't know how. Well, this is how.
I don't think he's going to take it down right away, though. Snake is definitely going to follow him to the turn.
Some good pivot cards for Snake. Unfortunately, 2 of them are in Jambrose's hand. Snake just let it go.
I'm a little bit surprised.
I'm surprised as well.
No need to gamble so early, I guess. There's plenty of time in this live stream. If it's anything like last week, I think they played pretty late into the morning.
Will always happen. PLO, well, poker players in general like playing late when the game is good. I don't know. There are some games that have gone well over the multi-day mark before.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think we've only had a couple players here at TCH sit for more than 48 hours.
48. Oh, wow.
It's happened. You know one of them.
Yes, the tank.
I'm trying to think who else. I haven't had a session here longer than 24 hours. I've always cut it off at right around there.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that seems like plenty if you ask me.
Greetings. Welcome. As we get back in the action, PM just folds kings and deuces.
There's a lot of hands here. Catman not present for Ace King 7-7. Levi and Snake sharing some cards. Snake with 1 mystery in his hand.
It would have been a Catman flop.
Absolutely. Still may be interesting to Levi. He might continue the story
I can just bet it.
with the 7 and the Queen High Spade draw here for sure.
Queen has plenty of good turn cards. Sandman just gonna let this go. He has a weird double cutter. Very interesting to see him let that go. Top pair with the weird double gutter. You can peel 1. Very surprised if we're gonna see that. We're gonna play that hand. We're not gonna see a turn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe he had really any spades in his hand, just maybe knowing that Levi's going to continue the pressure. But I agree, you can definitely try to hit your deuce or 6 there.
Deuce, 6, ace, all good turn cards. 10's actually a pretty good turn card, turning top 2.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys, please bust out someone.
Catman
Someone.
being a gentleman, giving up his seat, but wanting to get back in the game if he can. So
Hoping someone busts. And we get returning player Ghost Rose from last week. Let's see if he has a new team to root for, or it's still.
I think he's
Yeah,
I think he's a Houston guy. It's been a lot of Houston pride, Houston love lately. Some of our regular players are here, but some familiar faces that you know are camping out in Vegas and have done very, very well to start off the series.
Texas off to a great start this year.
Absolutely. Multiple bracelets already coming back to the 713 area code.
I got added to the mixed game group chat and got flooded, obviously, when that heads up match started happening.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So if you guys don't follow some of the more obscure games, we had two Houston locals as the final two in the seven
The seven
deuce
deuce
single draw. Was it single? I think it was single. Let me double check.
either way, it was a seven deuce draw game, and the rail is shared for both players.
Yeah, absolutely. Houston couldn't lose in that one. Oh, I just actually saw something from yesterday also added to that group chat. Some new $2 chips.
Yes, here at Texas Pride House Houston, they're pink. I saw them. Alan showed them to me. They're very bright.
They are the color that I think you wish that the 1K chip, that the 5K chips were.
Yeah, we could switch that around. Make all the 5Ks brown $2 poop chips, and then pink 5Ks. Apparently, there's a Alan was talking, our GM was talking about a clash where the $2 chips look very much like the 25K tournament chips,
Okay.
and I can see that.
So does the stream actually start at 5:45?
Yeah. it took Levi. It took me 45 minutes to get from.
The $2 chips are for mixed games though, specifically 2-4 and 6-12.
We were just talking about
Right,
it because
absolutely.
Catman intentionally told Ambrose the wrong.
Make it a little easier
time, he would be late, and lo and
to
behold,
chop
he
up
chose
the
the
pots.
perfect time.
By little, I mean a lot.
Because he overbooked. No. He. I think it was my idea, but I thought I told
Jambros with aces. Just calling 50. Nope, bumping it up $75. Couldn't see the color of the chip. Pretty good aces.
Am I is it 5 or 5:45? He's like,
Levi with kings. Gonna battle with Jambros. A bunch of other hands to battle with Jambros. PM is gonna come along. We got an ace and some straight cards and two suits. Why not? One ace left in the deck. It will not hit. No one with a 4, so ace is our best. Two flush draws.
And I caught it. I literally caught it.
Yeah, Dwayne with the king high flush draw there and a backdoor diamond draw.
Sandman
Covered by
just,
Jambros, but
yeah, Sandman just gonna lead right on out.
this might work to get the king high flush draw out, but I don't know if the aces will give up just yet.
Yeah, backdoor diamonds. If you turn an ace, he also has the ace, the dry guy, so he could really bluff if he wanted to. Dwayne not convinced, and there you can actually turn a 6.
Ooh.
That's all right, and that's why we call with aces, just to turn everybody dead, just stone dead. See if you can get any more money. Gonna be very hard with their exact hands.
You'd have to bet extremely small here. I think maybe he can get 250, 300.
That's half pot. I like half pot or less. It's still kind of big though. I like your sizing a little bit better. Although there aren't a lot of hands that we're calling flop and betting turn with that aren't incredibly strong.
Right.
So
yeah.
it's just gonna be. I hope they have something. Darn it, they don't.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely we can see that neither player has a 4 there, but you know,
You're
you
hoping
could definitely get you're hoping that you have a 4 that will call the 400.
for jacks, a 4, specifically a 4 plus a flush draw.
Even if you're lucky, a jack 4 that is just
Yeah,
in
because jacks and jack 4 are not going to fold on that street, nor should they.
no. Last, I think Jamros will settle for small pickup there.
It's a good start. Good start. Case ace, just no waiting.
Just talking outside with a couple players. One that was leaving the game that we were playing on the floor before everybody kind of moved to the stream table. And said he had his aces hold up 2 or 3 times today and had himself a nice little afternoon. So
That's hard to do in PLO.
yeah, maybe the day to play aces today, from what I'm hearing.
They're 1-0 so far on stream.
Yeah.
Cafe 11 bumping it up. Dwayne gonna come along for a different price. A beautiful rundown.
Love those hands.
Don't always have to have aces or kings when you 3-bet. Can take these hands. Cafe 11 has a hand that actually has this hand crushed, as we can see. But Dwayne can represent a lot in late position. That's a very dry board in a 3-bet pot in PLO. If you think it's dry in Hold'em, it's just as dry in PLO. Cafe 11 just folds. Power of position, power of aggression. Doesn't have a lot of good turn cards. Even though he has the best hands, it's just gonna be super hard to hold on.
What was that bet size? I missed it. Did he go full pot or no?
No, I think it.
60%.
Yeah, it was heavy, but not the heaviest.
Yeah, I mean he had any like an 8 or something like that could have really improved his hand or his outs. So
Yeah,
and again, just representing aces gets the queens to fold.
Lots of good turn cards. I mean, aces would bet it, kings would bet it. There are just a ton of, I guess, a ton of straight draws. To get.
Yeah,
they could
full wrap there.
bet it. I think a lot of wheel wraps too, and queens do really poor. Really poor for stat.
Yeah, not when you can't come up with a turn card that you're happy to see, besides 1 or 2 maybe. You're set then.
I feel like when I play Hold'em, that's when I'm stretching. It's like, well, if I turn exactly the 10 of diamonds,
Right.
I'm good to pick up a draw.
Yeah, right, exactly. You can, that's one thing, if you like PLO, that you'll find is, you can continue to look for pivots and more equity a little bit more often than you can in Hold'em, just having more cards in your hand.
Dro, Catman is here today. He is just not on this stream, in this stream lineup. We have a full game today, and Catman, being the nice person he is, will give up his seat to fill up the game.
He is lurking nearby, don't worry. He's keeping our second table going and looking for an opportunity to get back in if he gets the opportunity. So he is on deck.
He said, and I quote as he left, "Someone bust someone." Sandman with the mystery card. We see at least he has the straight draw. Levi with the same straight draw, but spades. Sandman really needs to have a king in his hand to have a realistic fight.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of rough shape if it's just the naked 10-9.
Pair of fives is 2 pair. All right, that's 2 pair. The 5 is the best hand on the first board. And they're going to chop this up, regardless of what Sandman's other card is.
Right, he has ace high flush on bottom, and we have 9-10 for straight on top.
No straight on top.
It is a straight.
A pair of 3s. Chop, chop.
All right, first all in. Almost made it all the way around the table before.
That'd been kind of sick if they'd run it once and the pair of 5s had won the top board.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes it happens.
It does.
No true blood drawn. No seat open for Catman.
We go straight into another bomb pot. Bomb pots every dealer change. $25 per person. Y'all seen Eli a couple times playing on the felt. Now it's time to see him on the other side.
Welcome back, Eli. Sure, some of our Houston players have their eye on the Bomb Pot tournament again this year. 1 or 2 were just shy of making the televised final table last year, so that's a bracelet I would love to see come home to Houston.
it belongs in Houston. So does the PLO. All the PLO bracelets.
I think that this is now the PLO capital of the U.S. for sure. So if you're watching from somewhere else, come on down. We'd love to see you. It's a great place to visit. I would recommend try to get here in the next couple of months before August, but
Just come here.
just come anyway. Just stay inside. There's plenty of AC. You have to bring your jacket to go inside places here in Houston because the AC is on blast.
Full blast.
What's
Hey
up, Suited Ace? How you doing?
Hey there, welcome, welcome. So we get our bomb pot. Unfortunately, the boards don't really interact with each other.
Somebody could have an ace 4. We do have ace 4.
I do see 6-4. I see 6-4 and ace 4. I see nut spades with a gut shot. It might be just enough for there to be a little bit of action. Oh, a set of 5s. Okay, that's... Alright, so we have...
Set of 5s and an ace 5 also. Ace queen also in that hand. So Dwayne has a full house on the top.
And then top 2 on the bottom. So he's... And he has the nuts on the top because of the ace on the bottom.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So Dwayne loves it. He can chop with the other ace queen, but it's still the nuts. You cannot lose that hand, and it would suck very much to chop. I would like to see Dwayne bump it up. Just calls, I guess, trying to get more money in. Levi folding a set of 5s. Snake having nothing on the top board. If Dwayne pots this.
It's gonna make it tough, even
Just
with
full
the best
pots
straight.
it. Yeah, 6-4. Just calls. It's so rough too because you're calling to chop and you know it. Is it your first time chatting here? No real big blood drawn just yet, but that can change easily. That hand was very close to it.
Suited Ace, we appreciate you stopping in. Let us know who you're pulling for in the game. Everybody in the chat, let us know who you think the big winner is going to be today.
Could be anyone.
It says so far, no major blood drawn in our first orbit around the table, but I'm sure that is going to change by the end of the evening. Poker players, maybe we're too entitled. We act like a $400 or $500 swing is nothing, when in the real world, that's bill money. So
I feel like a $400 or $500 swing in this game is like a quarter of a hand. So.
Oh, for sure. No, it's definitely all relative to game size, of course. These guys willing to gamble, willing to play big. 1-3, even just the difference between 1-3-6 with a 15. It's exponential, but it's only chips when it's in front of us, right? But you get out in the
That's
real
what
world
makes it
and
easy to throw it away.
yeah, you just throw them away. But if you had $500 bills in your hand, feels a little bit different. You're
top pair, top kicker versus second best full house. Dwayne?
11 gets. Oh, he didn't get sticky. He let out.
Dwayne just gonna call. Good, great run out. Cafe 11. Terrible run out for his hand. Dwayne gonna go for some value.
I doubt he'll call here now with the straight completing. It's too much. Unless he wants to try to do something crazy here and raise him off of it.
It's such a small bet too. And really, you only beat missed hearts, which Dwayne does have. He did miss his hearts. I would like to see Dwayne show the queen in the 4 first, and it'd just be a good call, and then an ace in the 10.
Oh, wait. Oh, you slow roller.
I need to get better at it. Are you good at slow rolling? I am terrible.
No, I don't. I'm the first one to table my hand all the time. I get slow rolled all the time because I table my hand
So
first
fast.
before. Yeah, so I don't know. It doesn't look good, but I also don't get mad when people do it to me either necessarily.
If it's a good one, I don't care. I'm all for it. If you get me good, that's great.
I need not Turkish coffee.
I'm more upset when it's like a knit roll.
Well, I mean,
Oh yeah, that's worse. That's definitely worse.
you can get a hot. I've never. I don't know. You need. I like ice cream.
In chat, the difference between a knit roll and a slow roll is a knit roll is not intentional, or it's intentional, but the intention is not to slow roll their hand. They're legitimately thinking about the hand.
The cortadito.
But they have the nuts or effective nuts.
12 notes. We'll keep that in mind. We're working on some stuff with the cameras. Not going to be manifested in this particular stream, but we are working on some stuff. Have lots of cameras to use, lots of settings. We're going to try some different settings around, see if we can get some more optimal angles. I guess is the way to say it.
Yeah, definitely. No, we appreciate the feedback and have some changes in the works to continue to improve the quality of the stream. But for right now, we just have to enjoy the action that we have, which has been plenty good to keep me entertained personally.
Top 2 versus bottom full house. And neither of those hands are the ones betting. Snake turning his hand into a bluff.
I thought you meant it before everyone goes
Ghost Rose just gonna rip it.
What are you guys doing? Have you talked to?
We haven't decided.
Snake kind of walked into it here. Sandman gonna save face.
I'll play the Raza then. That's so.
Oh, Rebel, you changed it up a little bit.
Red Ribbon won though. Whatever.
He did 2-7 single draw.
Rod won it and stats.
It was single draw that Ruben won. They
Okay,
mentioned.
it was single draw. Okay.
He's an Oklahoma kid, but he plays single.
I've never played single draw. I've only played triple. Single draw, much more violent.
It is very violent. It is very, very violent. It's Hold'em on steroids, honestly.
There was like 50% of me in the Raz.
Just the variety of hands that your opponent can have and the differences between those hands that could cost you your whole stack it's very difficult to navigate.
Talk about Raz.
Nice pickup for Ghost Rose. Chipping up, picking up a nice 1,000.
I've never played Raz.
All right, one
Like I
hand.
said,
You just want to play
Snake really just stepping into it when Sandman kind of
4 cards. Obviously,
bet with the worst hand, raise with not just a slightly worse hand. Did have that figured out, and then ran into the real hand last action. Sometimes it always feels like that. You know someone's making a move, and then you try and do something, and then the person you thought that was making a move was making a move, but someone else was waiting in the weeds, and
Yes.
you get caught with your pants down.
Yeah, definitely have been caught in the crossfire or been firing at someone and got caught by the person in between.
963 deuce Badoogie.
That normally happens when I'm playing with my friends and I think they're full of shit because they're full of shit. And then some some nice regular persons were like, well, I was in this hand too. I'm all in, and we're like, well, fuck us.
9-7 offsuit's not looking as good anymore.
Yeah, my friend's like, I was bullshitting, and I was like, I was bullshitting the bullshitter, but I had better bullshit than. Cappy 11. Just calling it 30. I think it was a $30 straddle. That's good, Rebel. Keep it up. The King 7-0 has spades. I was like, how does the King 7-4 deuce? Dwayne just gonna bet this out. Straight draw. King high flush draw. Sandman in there with weird 2-pair. Does have the second best hand. Not a great card. Interesting to see that it's just a pure flip here.
Yeah, both players think a 3 would improve their hand. Sandman would have the best of it, though, if that 3 does come.
That's a flush.
Don't think he's going to get much here. It kind of felt like a flush the whole time.
Feels like, yeah, picking your own price to draw, trying to get a little folds out of a couple things. I mean, the story checks out.
Yeah. If Sandman had, you know, an ace-x 2-pair combo here, he might be a little bit more willing to call, but lays
like
it down.
Maybe even a set, because then you beat a little bit more. Like if you had a set of queens, then you can beat at least a set of 5s.
Right.
Maybe even a straight. I'm not.
Yeah, but if you can't even beat the bluffs, right? Because even maybe
Yeah.
sometimes a 2-pair ace-x combo might try to turn the straight flush draw that just came in into a bluff.
That's
You
true.
can't even beat that. So on to the next one. Guys were talking about Raz a little bit earlier. Is that one that you've played? Decent amount.
Raz is the low different suits, right?
Ace to 5. It's just ace to 5
It's just
stud.
ace to. Oh, it's ace to 5. So you don't get punished for the suits. Okay.
Yeah, it's just ace to 5 stud.
Okay. Because which one's the one where you get punished for making straights and flushes?
That is 7 deuce.
Oh,
So
that's-
any of
okay.
the 7 deuce variants, you can't make a straight, you can't make a flush.
Okay.
There is the Raz Doogie variant, which kind of adds in the Badoogie you're looking for.
Yeah, I've seen the Raz Doogie a lot.
Yeah.
As dealing, because that one's picked a lot. the
We do
Raz
play
Doogie.
that a lot in the mixed game here.
That one's not a bad one. Raz Doogie.
The late Jambros' hand here on the button, ace, king, 10-6 double suited. Levi does have his hearts covered. Ghost Rose also with an ace-10 combo with 7-4 diamonds. Sandman's not going to go anywhere with the pocket kings. Also has hearts.
Hearts would involve everybody. No hearts.
And not really any close. Levi with the club draw.
Has the best of it. Best of it equity-wise, I mean.
Yeah, Sandman with technically the best hand with pocket kings still good here, but not a lot of safe cards.
This is about as ugly as it gets for 2 king, for the overpair.
Literally needs... Oh, I missed the
Ace-
turn. They checked it through so fast
ace-
on the turn.
Levi with no. Does Levi have a flush?
So it was the 10 of clubs, and I
Yeah.
think an ace did
An
come
ace
on
did
the
come.
river. Yeah.
Levi gonna go for some value now. Very
Depending on the
unlikely.
sizing.
I like large sizing. It's very unlikely someone has a flush. So Jambros would have bet king high and ace high flushes when it checks to him. And then Sandman would have bet those on the river, not check those. So.
Yeah. I mean, I think Jammer's knowing there that when he takes that that polarizing sizing, that there are bluffs in there. So you kind of saw him like, touch the cards, touch the chips.
No, what if you get if you lose or win?
Decided that the hand just wasn't strong enough to make the call, though.
I guess so, yeah. I'm trying to do the reverse psychology, going.
Don't know if Levi showed them or not that he did in fact have the best hand.
Sandman, let's see if you can spin up this 195.
Praying for a good hand in the big blind here.
I quit praying for good hands in the big blind and now pray for good hands in the straddle. I don't care about the blinds anymore.
The straddle is definitely better.
It just feels better. It feels deserved.
Doesn't really have a good hand, but this may be an okay flop for him. Is going to be open-ended with a spade draw. The board is paired, which is always scary, but...
Now better spades gets there. Might have gotten Ghost Rose to fold on the flop.
One thing to note quickly is the camera did pan back around to him. It looks like he has more than
he bought back
25.
more. Okay.
He did top up and just didn't catch up on the graphics there. So with more money behind, definitely takes a more conservative route, which makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
But if he did have that shorter stack, I might have pressed what little advantage you had there.
Ghost Rose up 1.1k. Dwayne up 970 and Levi up 782. Kind of sneaky little amounts that they're up.
Yeah, right as you said that, I was looking at the numbers and kind of didn't remember Ghost Rose getting that big of a hand. But I guess
when he made the full house.
Yeah. When you get 150 in pre-flop and a bet on the flop, it can add up really quickly. So
yeah, everything adds up real quickly.
Has a nice pair of eights there with a 9 of spades. Just about everybody folded around the table.
Jambro's asking for Catman.
Yeah, not used to raising and getting no resistance.
It's actually very unusual to have a raise and take it.
Yeah, well, and right as I was about to, I was highlighting Ghost Rose hand. He had the 9-8-8-5 with the suit, which is a hand I typically kind of like to see a flop with at least.
What do you do on 12, Levi?
I like all those little middling suited, either gapped or ungapped.
Everything except the 4, 5, or 6. So
Yes, Ben, I know. It will not be addressed this stream. I got to talk to Alan after. Oh, trust me. There's no shot. I forgot that.
I want to know the secret.
I will let you in later
Okay.
because I don't want to give you false hope.
Uh-oh.
Gil's got a nice hand. My favorite hand in his hand. 10-7 of hearts.
That's super cute. That's another real hand, though. Oh, Dwayne wasn't
Dwayne's
here
not
for
there.
it. Oh. It wasn't going to hit anyway.
Sandman's in there. Snake's in there. PM probably in there.
learn stuff that you need to know and know a lot of things beforehand that don't matter.
Thank you, Ben.
Well said.
This is about as good as of a flop as Snake can get. bottom two pair and open ended with that weird of a hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Notably, Dwayne would have had the nut flush.
Draw, yeah, with queens.
Yeah, nut flush draw, excuse me.
Nut flush draw with queens and a gut shot, I believe, is what he would have had. See if anyone wants to come along. Gil's gonna come along at least one street.
In a different language that you know. Oh, in a different language that you know. Then the algorithm is full.
No waiting. Snake fills up. Doesn't make his draw.
Absolutely geek out.
Gonna go for some more value.
Wonder if Gil will believe him here. Just give up.
He does. Even though he does turn spades. Not the spade he wanted to see.
Yeah, it can definitely be tempting too with the jack in his hand blocking top set. A little bit more tempting maybe, but makes the right lay down.
Don't know how many deuces Snake has.
Nobody knows the answer to that question.
Other than Snake. Snake probably knows.
You know, I mean, I will say, you know, we've seen Snake be willing to gamble and take some opportunities, but as far as, you know, starting hand strength, it's typically pretty strong hands.
I feel like as with all players, every player at this table is capable of having any four cards, and some more than others.
Fair enough.
So I would never rule out. Oh, ace is in the straddle, I believe. Oh no,
we did
Gross
get a
first
peek in
fold.
the
Okay, I
straddle.
was gonna say ace. Because I know Cafe 11 is not folding aces.
No, yeah, we got ace somewhere.
Gil with the gapped straight draw. On the aces versus aces, Sandman is gonna bump this up.
Not even necessarily the first three, just somewhere in pi there
And
is 3 digits. You can write a lot of it.
their stack sizes are such that Cafe 11 may just be okay getting this in, and I like Cafe 11's hand a lot better.
Well, now that I see those two
straight-
hands,
yeah.
I don't remember seeing any jacks folded. I kind of like the queen 10-9.
Let's see if King Queen 10-9 gets in there.
If this goes real bananas, it's going to be
I
a
think
little bit more
I think they're about to
difficult.
get it. I think they're just about to get it in pre-flop
Yeah.
because of Sandman's stack size.
If Gil had at least one suit that was like king or queen high, I think he would maybe be more inclined to
Yeah,
gamble.
yeah. There's Cafe 11's. There's the yellow in play.
Yeah, that's out there.
Queen's dead. A couple of deuces dead. A three's dead.
I forget what it comes after the 2.
See what Gil wants to do, because it's Cafe 11. You can. I agree. If you had a king or queen high suit, you could peel a flop and then just play perfectly. You either smash the flop or
It's on a poker stream.
it comes 6 high and you put your 4 nice cards in the muck.
I know.
Wait, did you know there was a number for E?
I think there will be blood. I heard
Yep.
one time.
Just one time.
Well, I didn't know there was. I didn't even know.
One pair, one pair.
King 10
10
would
would've-
have. Yeah.
Actually would have flopped way the best equity too. Top pair plus a gut shot, and all the danglers were live. Splitting up Gil's money, and Gil, sad he folded. Aces did not lose this hand.
Aces did not lose.
Aces did win. So, aces are still undefeated on the stream so far.
Okay, that's an
They
outlook.
did. Both aces won 90 bucks and won 80 or 85 bucks. So,
No, we both have quadratic numbers. Yeah, the ace is a number. 4.774.
pretty sure the number for an ace is 1 or 11, depending on what game you're playing.
It's like Sniper Hold'em, you get 4 cards instead of 2. But you must play 2 of the 4 cards in your hand.
Did you ever see the Japanese anime Kakeguri?
I'm not a huge anime person. The only one I ever really liked was One Punch Man.
Well, I mean, One Punch Man's good. First season's great. Second season's but it's a degenerate gambling show. It's just centered around a girl who goes to a high school where all they do is degenerately gamble.
Okay.
That's what their society's based off of. And there's a live action adaptation on Netflix,
Oh.
and I started watching it. And the thing that bugged me the most was the main character said, "I bet 100," and placed a pile of chips down. And then I'm like, okay, she bet 100, and the other person called the 100, and I'm like, wait a second, that's like 7 or 8 chips. There's no denomination of chips that add up to 100. They're all the same color, and that's what pissed me off.
And you're like, I can't watch the show anymore.
Not a problem with the plot, the acting, or anything. It was this chip bet, not right. That's what got me.
You're too technically involved in the poker world.
Yeah,
See, we
I was
notice
like, man,
everything.
this is, if that's what ruined the show for me, that's unfortunate. There was another part where she said blackjack and she had 5 cards. I'm like, that's not how blackjack works. Blackjack's 2 cards, but it looks like aces will remain undefeated. That's top set for PM.
Ooh, not gonna be hard for him to pair up though. So there are some pivots for Dwayne, a 7 or a jack maybe.
Double gutted, 7 and a jack now is what he needs. PM just gonna bet pretty close to full pot. Dwayne, because of PM stack size, has got pretty good implied odds, but not good direct odds. Alright, ace is 3-0. But like I was saying on the show, they had some other games, and I thought there was a game that was really cool that I saw. Each person got dealt 7 cards. It was called like Scramble, something like that. But basically, you take turns. You wager an amount, and then you choose a card in your hand, and the highest card wins. The highest card wins. So it's all about strategically choosing which card you place down based on the wager.
Okay.
And you take turns choosing the wager. So I thought that was really cool.
Okay, so it's like slight war element, but like actual
Yeah.
strategy and betting to it.
11. What do you need?
But that's all I got out of the show, other than the fact that the writers are dickwads for making 100 get cut out in a non-even amount of chips.
I mean, they could have been 12.5 chips, you know.
If they have $12.50 chips at a school where there's gambling for tens of thousands of dollars, I'd be impressed. Super impressed. I may finish it at some point in time. I haven't even finished the original anime.
I was saying math.
I'm really bad about finishing TV shows, even ones that I like, because like a part of me just never wants it to end. So I just kind of leave myself on permanent cliffhanger.
All right.
Members, I'm high on life, man.
Battle of the Danglers here. Both have king high, king queen the best. Bet and a call. No, Sandman with a straight to the king has it locked down. I'm gonna bet. Can't really get called.
I didn't order anything. You walked off. No, seriously.
Cafe 11 out of there. Hope everybody's having a fantastic evening so far. Welcome. Thank you for joining me for this 13615 PLO stream here at Texas Card House Houston. Great lineup. Not a whole lot of blood yet. Still early in the evening. Still plenty of time. As y'all all know, it only takes one hand. Just one hand. Sandman gonna get in there with the ace and straight cards. Snake in there. Double suited stuff. Jambro's in there. Ace King. Cafe 11 with a Broadway gonna bet the maximum. Punish the limpers. see what transpires. It looks like Sandman has made the call, so they're at least going to see a flop.
If you give me this, I will also.
Jambros in there. Cafe 11 flops pretty big. Top pair, top kicker, open-ended. Gonna be hard for anyone else to catch up. He's not gonna let anyone catch. Oh, checks. And Snake just blasts full pot when he checks to him. Cafe 11 in great shape now. Snake needing backdoor diamonds or a jack. Yep. Cafe 11 just full potting it. Saying he has clubs, which is not wrong. He does have clubs. I think they're gonna go once. Oh, 2 times. Very surprised.
What are you doing once?
No, they're going twice.
That is Cafe 11. That is Cafe 11 as well. He is going to scoop this pot. And then there's blood. Cafe 11 scoops a $6,000 pot. Great flop for him. Great sequence of events. Well played. Next, gonna rebuy, I believe. Snake not afraid has brought himself back before in the jaws of defeat. Cafe 11 up 2.5k. Snake throwing the party down 3. Just takes a hand like that. They have the numbers change.
Did you give the service? Did you give the service? Who wanted the service? He got it.
Quangoose. Quangoose. The new screen name, Levi. That's the third one. Somehow you gotta put jam hongoose together. Maybe next week. A little too hard. Next week it'll be jam hongoose.
Jam mongoose. Technically, it'll fit. You can put. I don't know what the actual character limit is. But you can put a bunch of stuff there. Sandman gonna bump it up.
Is there a 9-day tournament we can play in Southern?
Not a whole lot of stuff going around. Dwayne gonna oblige. Gonna see a flop. Don't know what Sandman's mystery card is. Makes a world of difference. Just takes it down. I hope it was aces to keep aces at 100%. Won't know.
I wish you would play the tournaments on the app while you play Smash. Because I would do that. I know, like, with the live tournaments. That would be, I would do it.
Do any of y'all in the chat have Vegas plans for the World Series? Let me know if you do. What you plan on playing in? I unfortunately do not. Will be making my Vegas plans for next year. Gonna try and set up something for next year to go, but won't be going this year, sadly. Houston doing well so far already, crushing it.
That's a good one.
Sandman, this of course is a hand he will play. Snake, got a great hand too. Neither player really connects with this board. Sandman got an open ender and is gonna bet the full amount. I don't think Snake can continue.
They wanted to chop it. He said no.
The real number is like 40.
Kings versus 9 for 12 million.
They're probably selling their bags right
He would
now.
have had 200 equity if he would have won that one down to 9 on the turn.
Dude, he's been killing it.
He's a great tournament player.
Just open mucks. I mean, that's not a great flop for the Ace Jack 4-3.
He plays tournaments very well.
We should have started a drone AI company. Drone AI defense.
I mean, Omaha and
Have AI in the name.
He's been playing mixed tournament. He's been playing everything. He just enjoys tournament.
he sent me a schedule.
He's staying out there the whole time.
Yeah, he's staying huge. 2 months.
Oh wow.
That's actually what he wants.
I don't know if you. I mean, I was talking to
Like usually how it goes is when you win something, when you win the tournament, every future tournament buyer is text right out.
what?
Every future
No, man, that'd
tournament
be
buyer
bad.
is text right out.
Yeah, right.
So like you just more incentive to gamble it up.
Yeah, and on that he only fired 1 bullet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, good for him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but like you said, he's just a really good guy.
Yeah.
I know he's watching right now. We can hear us. I like the same feedback.
Yeah.
Ghost Rose getting in there with the King 10 7-7.
Mike, are you going to Vegas?
Dwayne gonna limp. Sandman gonna bump it up. No, just calls. Sorry. Levi gonna call or check his $30 option. 7 in the window. Ghost Rose with bottom set blocking top set. Dwayne with top pair, good kicker, open ender. Leads out. Sandman got a small wrap. See what Ghost Rose wants to do. Imagine the price of poker is going up. I don't think either of these players are going to fold just yet. Dwayne might. Just 9-6. Would like the bigger straight draw, Jack 10 9-6. See what Dwayne wants to do. Does make the call. And this is going to give a great price for Sandman, who's going to come along.
You know the history of one of those guys, right? One of those guys that pulled $1 million.
Just rips it. Gonna let the fate of the cards. See what Ghost Rose wants to do. Ghost Rose just gonna rip it. Dwayne now getting a great price.
You can bet 75 at first.
Phone a friend.
75. It's more than 375.
Yeah, getting it.
I always get fine.
Do you have anything to say?
Dwayne kind of getting goaded a little bit. Ghost Rose saying, I always go twice. Get an account and see what he wants the price to be. As we can see, he is drawing to chop with Sandman.
There will be blood.
There will be blood. He makes the call. Ghost Rose in a great spot.
Really? You have 8?
drink your milkshake.
Twice.
Once. How much? That's 845.
It's from a movie called
8:45 be going in the middle. They will be playing for the rest on the side. We get a big pot. 5,300 in there. Great spot for Sandman to hit it.
Deuce, 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 deuce.
Ghost Rose has clubs. Does in fact want deuce deuce to be the run out. Does not want 3 deuces because that's too many cards.
You want to get the top right?
Sure.
Dwayne and Ghost Rose have very close stacks.
1435.
Everybody play?
They're going twice.
Right on the turn, huh?
Full house. Full house. Full house, full house will take it. Ghost Rose takes everything. Nice hand. Ghost Rose. Straights all miss it.
You need the queen, right?
Dwayne did a little bit of gamble. Did not pay off.
I'm glad I had the 10. The 10 is a good block.
10 is indeed a good card to have in your hand. Ghost Rose will pick up a nice one. Little scoopy action. Boat.
You just want to take that 30 off now, or keep it on?
Ambrose needling. Saying y'all want to take the $30 straddle off, and that's not going to happen. It's going to be 1, 3, 6, 15, 30, probably for the rest of the evening.
If they started that way, I doubt anything will change.
There's no going back once it gets on. It's just usually a matter of time till the $30 straddle gets thrown in there.
Yeah, you can't get unstuck going backwards.
It's true. You gotta gamble more. Not less.
Dwayne, how much you got? 2, what is that, 1500?
Coming in, doing another bomb pot for our next dealer. While we get that ready for you, I do want to briefly talk about the Hijack app. I myself have been playing a little bit on there. It's so fantastic. You can deposit and withdraw right here at any TCH location near you. The action has been pretty good on there so far. Been seeing a lot of players double queued playing on Hijack and live and in person. So check that out if you haven't already.
Ultimate is the best hand high-low on a double board. So you have to have the best low, like the wheel, and then the best high row flush.
Out of both boards.
Out of both boards. You can only,
Is a quarter of the pot is awarded everywhere?
no, half. It's a split like
The absolute best hand between both boards, and the absolute worst.
How do you want me to do the boards?
Oh, I see.
But the worst hand would be the wheel.
You got 2 chances to hit the high and
Players explaining some of the rules of an ultimate high, ultimate low bomb pot. Similar action, 2 boards. A lot of times if you play big O or high-low games, they'll do those. The best overall hand between the 2 boards wins half the pot. And the best overall low hand, or worst hand, or closest to a wheel, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, gets the other half of the pot. See what our players are working with here. We've got a king on the top board for PM. His bet is steadily cleaning up his equity here. And it's enough to take it down. Really looking for a 9 on the bottom only, but top pair, good kicker, good enough. Ghost Rose with a set of sevens holding up twice. In the lead now with Cafe 11. Levi up 700. Everybody else looking to make up ground. I have good news for you. You missed absolutely nothing during that bomb pot. We had a flop bet and take it.
I thought you were gonna say aces won again.
No, no aces, but top pair, top kicker, pretty much.
Ace is still 100, so PM, PM, you can't fold the Jack 10 10 7. It's got my favorite hand in it.
Oh, I know, it's so cute.
It's not even that bad. Maybe versus this it is, but 150 is the full amount. And I heard pot. That's Ghost Rose folding all of Jambros's cards. That's very hard to do.
Yeah.
Dwayne potting it up. I like it. I think him and Jambros are just gonna get it in.
Needs one of those sevens that is going to be few and far between. Only one left.
Pure coin flip here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you're 20. Oh, yeah, my bad. You're right. My apologies. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Pure coin flip.
Heads up.
No one loves this flop.
This
is terrible.
Yeah. Far and away from what they're
Still,
working with.
still basically a coin flip. Dwayne with the betting lead. Probably going to be able to steal this. Jambros has not a great hand on this flop. Does steal it with 10 high. Well played, Dwayne. 7-7, not looking good on that board. And Dwayne's on the way to digging himself out of the hole. 2 more times, and he's unstuck.
Yeah, definitely seeming not afraid to tangle with these guys. Folded a couple big ones last week. Not necessarily anything crazy, just kind of, those tough borderline decisions. Would have come out on top a couple of times. He's here to battle this week.
If the 30 is on, it's only a matter of time till the blind raises come in, because we do cap our straddles. Aces for Jambros, gonna immediately bump it up.
3 calls, 4 5 folds.
Sandman in there. PM's definitely gonna get in there.
625. You made it pot. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Repots it.
Let's see if aces continue their run.
Versus a pot, I think the number is just gonna be more. Usual suspect. I had no clue what was going on until until someone brought it up.
What's going on with
Poker Atlas is now charging. There's a premium version of it for the basic things, and the basic things being like looking at wait lists. Apparently, putting your name in the system is now restricted to 3 letters unless you have the premium version.
Really interesting. Okay.
It's very interesting. PM just gonna go with it. Jambros has a great hand. I think Sandman folded. Kind of surprising actually. With his hand, and just kind of flick it in and.
Cash doesn't play, but on 2 games.
Yeah, you had enough. Did they brush uncommon or knowledge?
Yeah, Mike, we're doing
Can you get the pot right though?
Flop twice.
I can now.
Cash does not play at Texas Card House.
What is this?
2037.
Oh, 2037.
For the purposes of the hand, though, it is in play. So we got some chips now.
Flop twice.
See if aces can hold up.
Flop twice. Burns down.
They're going flop twice. There's some really bad flops for PM.
I wish I had $1 million. In reality, I just have a video game system and a bunch of documents.
That's a pretty good flop for aces versus PM. Looking for a jack, and that's a jack.
Wow.
Ace is defeated on the first board. Very likely to chop this up. One jack left in the deck. Now looking for a queen or jack.
Wow.
And scoops Jambros. Ace is defeated.
Wow, no longer good and kind of disturbing fashion.
That's
Two out jack on the top and a backdoor straight on the bottom.
That's about as dirty as it gets. You had and what a flop for Jambros. I mean, that's about as good as you can get versus that hand.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's certain 9x boards that would have been really scary, but it looked safe from a distance.
You got it. Thank you.
Sure, Jambros will be reloading here.
See how much for. I don't think we're gonna get 100K Jambros anytime soon, but you know,
No, we
we'd
gotta.
hope for 20K.
Yeah, we gotta save some ammo for the folks in Vegas for the summer, but unlikely to see him giving up today anytime soon.
Jambros, not one to tap out very often.
Keep the 30 on when I sit down.
No, I was thinking of Kenny from Saturday.
What happened?
Social media has been very, very active with all of the updates. Like we mentioned, Brad and his bracelet, Chris Stats from Oklahoma, I guess, or his Hendon Mob is Oklahoma, but been hanging out and playing down here in Houston quite a bit. All of the pictures, updates, got staff, dealers, some of everybody up there. Liking the, got a couple runs. Dwayne wrapped around the 10. Levi wrapped around the jack.
We got a fun board for y'all. Top two pair, straight draw with a flush draw. Top set, wrap with a flush draw.
Yeah,
A lot of chips are going to go into the pot on this swap.
absolutely. Both hands I already mentioned do have flush draws as well as the top set.
Yeah, this is 525. Dwayne is going to put it all in the middle. Don't mind this. Levi going to put all of his money in the middle. And then Ghost Rose is going to have to put all of his money in the middle. Oh, Sandman's all in. No, Sandman. Yeah. And we have a collision.
The very nicest of hands. The hand that can fuck up top 30.
Top set's still a favorite to win.
Yeah. Good shot. You need the jack, right? Yeah.
A flush draw, and then Dwayne drawn to the dirty end of stuff. Still live though.
Just sets, that's all I do.
Still live.
Yeah, even if certain of these straight cards come, Ghost Row does have the jack. Also backdoor hearts.
Hey, fold if I re-raise free.
And I think they're don't know if they're going twice yet. They're just getting the pot right now.
think I heard someone mention twice.
It's probably gonna get run twice.
Yeah, you're in pretty good shape, I think. It's good that y'all have all clubs.
Twice for everyone? Twice.
Yep, twice it is.
Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, shit, this rear is free.
That no waiting. That's locked up top board for Ghost Rose.
Always feels good.
That's a straight for Dwayne, but a flush draw and backdoor hearts gets there.
Wow.
Ghost Rose scoops.
Queens for the trades.
If Tim watches the stream, he might be a little burnt up that his seat
Oh,
is
his
running
seat.
so hot
Oh,
right
just-
now.
Nice scooping pot. Ghost Rose now up $8,000. Snake, Jambros, and Levi all down 3 Gs. Dwayne's down 3 Gs too. Sandman's down 1 and change. PM and Cafe 11 up 2 and change. This game is about to get big, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, probably. Oh, we have Rose coming back. Jambros gonna add on some more.
What a run of hands for Ghost Rose to start the stream off.
Having top set hold versus those two big of a drawing hands is huge.
Yeah, I mean, two hands that are stepping all over each other do have each other's outs, but still.
You only have 50% equity against both the hands, and you turn them dead on one board and pick up basically the best card for you that completes their hand, giving you extra outs.
Yeah, absolutely.
How many?
Because the king gave him an ace out and a 9 to chop.
Right, yeah. The jack in his hand,
So-
unlocking some of those straight
Yeah,
redraws.
so it was huge.
Yeah, they did.
So ace, hearts, and board pair to scoop, which is a lot.
And 3,200.
Yeah, absolutely. A testament to how, you know, we like our big pairs. Big pairs can be great, and it's awesome when you flat top set, but when you're able to have with the and the, you know, as far as a straight draw, some connectivity, some flush capabilities.
Redraws are so important in PLO. For those of y'all watching, I mean that was a testament to it. Like the redraw was so important for picking up the second half. Like having that backdoor hearts, that backdoor straight draw just gives you so much more chances at picking up the pot.
Yeah, so big action so far. Gil trying to keep it going here.
$30 straddle going to be on for sure the rest of the night. Dwayne's in for G, gonna bump it up.
It can be scary to raise the first hand after you have to rebuy, but you know you got to get it back somehow. So
I know nothing about basketball or San Antonio, so I cannot answer that question. I mean, I'll answer it for you. I'll just say OKC.
hi, our San Antonio. I think I have to take OKC as well, even though I do think the Pacers are being a little bit underestimated, a little bit dismissed. I think they're going to put up a tougher fight than people are giving them credit for.
And we got a big night for us now. Jambros bumping it up. Gil's in there.
Dwayne's going to gamble 1,000.
Yeah,
I think I would
think
too in
so.
this spot. As you can see,
Yeah.
35% of the equity. It is what it is. Just hope it comes your way.
All in for 1,000.
I think Jambros is going to. It is not open.
1050 reopens. He's in.
Yeah.
All in 1,000.
1050 does reopen. Yeah, 150 into 600 into 1,000 is not open.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate news for Jambros. Because now he's going to call for sure, and Gil probably going to flick it in. It's only 400 more.
Yeah,
We're,
absolutely.
we're here.
One of those complicated stack sizing things and bet sizing things.
And here we go. 3K in the middle. One player all in, less than one bet behind.
Heads up on the side.
Are you just gonna jam every flop?
Are you?
Every flop?
844. I'm very curious to what Jambros is going to do because I think there's so much money in the middle. You just kind of probably have to put it in. I don't know. This is no man's territory for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Your opponent could have a lot of fours. I mean, not a lot, because
Not
I mean,
a lot.
he did raise,
I don't
right?
think so.
Yeah, there's not a lot. But, I mean, you do have the 8. You're blocking top set there. So, probably more worried about overpairs than the 4, honestly. But
8?
that makes it a lot easier. That just makes
Check.
this...
The 8 is great news for Dwayne. Dwayne has 3 8s. That is way the best hand.
To me.
The 10 on the river.
How unfortunate for Dwayne.
That was a sick that was a
disgusting.
sick needle too from the way Dwayne had said that, just ship it, and then Jamro saying to me, it just fit in there right perfectly.
I mean, yeah, just a recipe for disaster, and the timing impeccable for Ambrose there. I mean, if you guys didn't see, also Dwayne had a 10 in his hand.
Yeah,
That was the last 10.
that's why he said ship it, because I mean it's gonna be so hard for him to lose that.
It's just
You
unreal.
lose to 4s and 10s. That's what you lose to.
2 hands.
How much is that, Dwayne?
2 combos of 1 each.
2 is 1,000.
Unbelievable. Poker is cruel, cruel, cruel sometimes.
Yeah. Ghost Rose picking up on.
Wishing if Gil had, bet him out, maybe there had been a little bit more action, something else on the flop that got rid of that hand.
Yeah, it's really a 1-outer. 1 out left in the
Purely.
deck and bang.
Is there one outer if I was ahead 3 flop?
Yes, it is. That's how that works.
Although to be fair, I'm not sure you were.
I'm not sure I was doing.
One call.
Pretty close. Having an ace is pretty good.
Try it again. Pop. 150.
Dwayne's gonna bump it up.
3 folds. 4 calls.
He's either called or bumped it up. I mean, this is a great gambling. Yeah, bumped it up. Great hand. Levi, definitely great hand to call. Gonna get in there. Don't really want to ISO him because he can just rip it in your face.
Yeah, it's so hard. I mean, when you take B like that, you have to feel like surely something's gonna come your way. So Dwayne feeling that 8 of spades, hoping to see it.
Not the flop we want.
No.
Gil flopping the best with just an ace. Oh no, he has aces and deuces. Not that that makes a whole lot of a difference. Nope, doesn't have a no deuce. Never mind, just an ace. Still flops way the best. Actually, just gonna check through.
Now open-ended as well for Gil.
Yeah. Weird double gut. No, he has an actual open ender. Gil gonna bet it out. I don't think there will be any resistance. Please refrain from taking your clothes off on stream.
I don't know. We're here to entertain the people.
Yeah, but there's a dress code here at Texas Card House Houston.
Is there? Are we no shirt, no shoes, no service?
Yes. Actually, I think you can get away with the no shoes, but I think the no shirt's too far.
I don't know. I'd like to get an official ruling on that. Maybe it depends on who you are. I've seen. When was the last time we've had Vegas Viet on the stream?
He doesn't take his shirt off on the stream.
Oh, well, that's. I mean, if we want to compete with the best, we got to get Vegas Viet shirtless on the stream.
Mystery hands all around. Levi bumping it up. It looks like 150 will be the open size for the rest of the evening, which is great news for y'all. Because that means these pots are going to be massive.
Uh-oh, looks like we had a reader issue here, so we are all in the dark. We might have to just make some guesses. This is kind of fun, though. I love this.
Dwayne's in there. Levi's in there. See if Jambros wants to get in there.
27.50.
How much? How much?
How much is now the question?
Maybe a tax form for your 150.
Okay.
You don't get one.
Jambros has.
So you're still up for the 3,000.
Wow.
See what Jambros wants to do. I think this is just a fold. I'm all in.
Oh, you gotta love these guys.
I mean, that's really just a Jambros saying right there.
I mean, throw the book straight out the window. We don't need it.
Old Ambrose.
Levi upset.
Yeah, all 2 full boards.
Two full or flop twice? I don't care. Two full.
They got pocket queens out of there. Joe Stroh's been running so hot. Might have been tempted, but
On the side. All right, Ambrose.
All right, Jambros has at least a king.
So I think we're doing two full.
2 full boards. They will go. We don't know anyone's hand. This is exciting. 7K in the middle.
I have trips in my hand with the doogie.
That's a fold. Trips in our hand with a badoogie. Unless we're playing, unless we're trying to make a high doogie.
yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure they're probably aces.
Bad shape against trip aces.
Can we rescan?
I'm in bad shape against trip aces.
Oh, there we go. Cards kind of pick it up now. Jambros does, not lying, has rainbow trip aces with a king.
This is a nut doogie high. This is so good.
So we ready? Let me know when you're ready.
Levi blocking also the 5s that Wayne really wants to
What
see.
what a high doogie.
Oh my gosh, and the 5s on
Flops
the
a set
flop.
and the nut flush draw. 5's full. 5's full for
Wayne
the first
did
board.
still have the 7 of diamonds out on the top, by the way.
Oh yeah, he did.
Just fold, Ambrose. Holy crap. I'm running bad. Hey, take my cards away.
All right, chop it up.
No five.
No burn on the last card. Just wait.
There's the 5.
Oh wait, I got both.
All right, outside pot. You got
Dwayne getting his money chopped up right here.
Wow, hits really good cards on the top board.
Yeah, Dwayne did need the 7 of diamonds on the other board.
Yes, that is very true.
I just flopped you dead.
Came just a little bit too late. Was going to be in a tough spot no matter what. Again, you know, he kind of needed a 5 to make a straight there. And Levi had 2 of them. If he caught one on the flop, Levi was going to have a set. So,
It's what a wild hand.
Why would I?
Why would you fold trip aces? So the reason to go all in with 3 aces is because no one else can have aces.
right?
Fives any day.
Your hand, you technically have the quote-unquote best hand pre-flop. You may not have the most equity, but you have the best
You have
hand.
the best hand. And if there's any hand you want to get 3 aces all in pre-flop against, it's probably the ace 5-5-3.
Yeah, I think face up, Ambrose is happy to get it in with trips with ace king there.
Oh yeah.
Me would never put what kind of hand I don't
I just played your 8 high and then
Dwayne goes, ship it.
I have one outer.
Might be one of the coolest things ever said.
It was great.
One way to do it.
You doing 30, Dwayne?
Yeah, we need to if we're able to clip, that would be a great clip.
Yeah, the ship it to me would be a great clip.
He stacks me. Or he,
Levi, one time.
Yeah, I know.
No, you even say one time, that day. Like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's get some blood.
Twice.
One time, get some blood.
One time would have gotten tons of blood.
30's on. No, the king.
Kings and queens for Sandman. He's gonna get in there.
The 7 come on the turn on the second one. You're gonna get a king.
150 is the wager.
Hell yeah.
Great hand.
4 folds, 5 folds, 6 folds. 7 folds.
So exciting until the flop comes 7-5-4.
Jambro's in there. Gil probably gonna get in there.
Somebody punished him. Come on, do something.
Are you stuck? You're over here chatting. You must be up.
Are you stuck? You must be chatting. No, you're up.
Rebel, I thought you were a professional poker player.
You gotta be. The tournament.
Of course, the ace on the flop for the pair of kings and queens.
Queens, yep. Somehow, the ace 7-6-4 has the best hand. Not the most equity.
Yeah, I'm a little intrigued by the equities there.
420.
With no spade and a naked queen of diamonds, there's not really a flush opportunity. Maybe some backdoor straights
Just
still.
just straights
With
and
10 kings and queens.
yeah, 10 king queen. Plenty good enough.
Thank you.
Sandman just rips it and, or bets whatever the pot was, takes it. Actually, unless you're up against ace king queen jack, you're never truly dead. Ace king queen jack is the worst case scenario.
Right.
'Cause
Can't make your set there.
you make your set, they make a straight. You make your straight, they still make a straight.
You doing the 30, Mike?
You have to have my wife watch the stream, so it proves to her that I'm
There's 2 players playing video games.
30's on in 3.
Yep.
4 folds.
Service, somebody?
5 folds.
That works. Thank you.
8 raised to 125.
Ghost Rose, beautiful rundown.
400.
Cafe 11 in there. Dwayne with the aces. Dwayne has blind aces. Blind aces.
Taking a page out of the master's book, no look.
Might win now that he's won.
This hand not much better than the look hand.
8 folds.
Ghost Rose folding. Cafe 11 gonna put it in there.
And 2 calls, the remainders.
What are you guys doing?
I would like. I don't think Dwayne should look.
Do you have clubs?
1850 is the total.
Do you have clubs?
Oh my god.
Which one did he flip? I think he flipped the ace,
Ace
and the 4 of hearts.
No way.
Flop twice?
Sure.
Blind?
I have clubs.
Alright,
He never looked at aces.
It's easy.
That was really blind.
It's easier to get aces when you don't look. I think.
Oh shit.
Aces.
Wow.
Flops dead on the first board. Now wants to waste his club outs.
Okay, you got a 30.
Looking for some kings, jacks, and that's great. Oh, they did flop twice.
Oh, wow. So this is over.
Yeah, this is.
I want to pay him.
I want to pay him.
Wait.
Go once. I want to pay him.
Not time, Dwayne.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Yeah, I mean,
Instead of
Why me?
Chubby.
For the wait comment.
much needed
I think it should just like.
by Dwayne.
Yeah, what a windfall after
Now-
some unlucky beats.
Now only down 3K.
I think 9. I'm not sure. Do you know, Mike? I think it was like 4
I
hours.
do not. Hey, how long is the stream till?
We normally play.
So 9:45. You have to inform me.
Tell Frito I said hi, Antonio.
The blind aces.
Blind aces, huh, Dwayne? Okay. Remember that one.
Blind aces into flopped full house.
I swear this game is way easier if you just don't look at your cards.
It's possible.
Really hard to beat.
Just do the best jam session now.
Snake with a beautiful hand. Been a little quiet day for him. King, king, queen 10 with 2 clubs.
PM gonna get in there.
Yeah, similar hand, just a little bit of a step down maybe.
No 9s for PM left in the deck. Dwayne's gonna be in there. Levi is gonna bump it up. See if Snake wants to. Snake, one who likes to be really aggressive, probably gonna keep going with the aggression. He's gonna go up more. Beautiful hand to do it with.
05.
Yeah, as we can see, there are a ton of hands with a lot of equity here, so if he can clean that up a little bit,
Oh, these are all 30s, Jerry, right?
he'll actually go from
95.
worst place to maybe first place.
545. Who's blind this hand?
545 is the new bit. See if PM wants to gamble a little bit. He has a beautiful hand. If he knew that 2 9s were gone, his hand would have hit the muck already.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna call.
We're going heads up. There's $1,200 ish in the middle. Levi equity favorite here.
Heads up.
No one with diamonds. Snake still with the best hand. See what he wants to do. Pretty good flop to bet with 2 kings and a queen. You block top set. You're just gonna bet close to full pot. That's gonna get her done.
Yeah, nut diamonds were folded.
Thank you. Thank you, Skills coming in.
Now we get a bomb pot due to the dealer change. We got Spencer coming in. Ghost Rose still way up there, up 7.6. PM up the 2.2. Cafe 11 lost all of his profits to Dwayne. Happily giving it to him. Was trying to give it to him, no contest really.
Yeah, just flopped him dead. Hard to do in this game.
Last week we saw someone get Levi got his money in dead.
Dead. Yeah, the 10s and the 4s.
Could not win either board. I've
Yeah.
never seen that in PLO.
That was impressive. I almost said something about it to him as he walked in today, but I didn't want to bring up a bad memory right as he was about to play. But it was pretty interesting to see.
Yeah, I've never seen dead before in PLO. I've always seen you've seen like the 1%, the 2%.
Yeah,
but
usually there's some flush, maybe
but zero.
Flush or something. Yeah, definitely. Last week was a unique game. We have a unique game just about every week. These guys put on a show for us. We do appreciate it.
We got spicy boards here.
All black everything.
Check. 1 check. 2 check. 3 check. 4 check.
Looking to see once we get caught up here if anybody caught.
That's
few of the
not-
clubs.
that's
Wow, Dwayne.
Dwayne with the hand that you want to have.
PM has clubs too. He has queen
He has
high.
queen high clubs, and he's open-ended on top.
I mean, that's just so brutal when there's that many clubs on the board and you have queen high. I mean, you're not expecting them to have it. King high, king four with the king of clubs. Looks like that hit the muck already, or
Yeah,
maybe it might come back
dead
around.
3 clubs. Dwayne's just gonna bet the max here.
3 and 4 fold. Actions on 5.
Do bet.
PM cannot make a straight flush. The 10 of clubs is on the top board.
Fold. Action.
So far, hasn't been, only an hour and a half into the stream, but PM has been pretty deliberate so far. Not been getting into the mix with speculative hands. So, but again, with just this many clubs on the board, if it were 6 or 7 high, if it was a way baby flush.
Makes a disciplined laydown.
Wow.
I mean, if Dwayne had a king in his hand, you're just destined to scoop that so often. Like ace high clubs plus a king, you're just dead basically.
Yeah. No, and the king of clubs being missing, right? That's definitely a key card. A player could just be using it as a weapon against you, attacking the top board, but they could also have another club to go with it.
Nice pickup by Dwayne. The old check raise. Ye old check raise.
Very impressed with the fold from PM as well. I don't know if I'm good enough to make that fold yet.
That one's so
Makes it 150.
that fold is just a little easier because your 10 of clubs is dead on the top board, and you're pretty much drawing to the straight. So like I said, it's very easy for him to have ace high flush plus a king or king high flush plus strong hand.
Right.
And in both those scenarios, you are in a lot of trouble.
It's really cooked. Yeah.
I think if he had king high clubs with a straight draw, he would just go with it. Cafe 11 flopping a mirror. Not a whole lot going on for anyone else.
475.
Snake maybe looking for a queen or a diamond in the back door.
Eight
Ghost
of
Show's kind of
diamonds.
thinking the same thing.
Cafe 11 letting them catch up. That's a potential catch-up card. Snake now drawing to the nut flush, nut straight. Cafe 11 has to think he has the best hand. Bet for value and equity denial here. See how frisky Snake feels like being. To be a pretty sick check raise.
Gonna see if he can make the hand on the river.
He does not. Cafe 11, best hand gets better. I don't think he's going to get in any more trouble. Cafe 11's hand looks exactly as strong as it is.
I was just gonna say that almost exactly the way that you did. It looks like exactly what it is, a 2-pair that is now voted up.
It could be a set too, but like I said, it looks exactly as strong. It looks like a full house.
Yeah, two-pair set that is not full.
What is it saying? If it looks like a duck, it walks like a duck and talks like a duck. It's probably a duck.
Yeah, that was a duck.
That was definitely a duck. Definitely a duck.
They're asking me.
1,050.
I'm with the. Damn, man. I can't be with the IRS, bro. I owe them fucking so much money. I'm trying to find someone that works for the IRS to help me.
I only answer the Homeland Security. Straddle for 30 on 6. 7, 8 fold. 9 fold. One call 30. 2 calls, 3 calls,
Just a couple limps around.
5 folds, option checks, 5 players.
No action pre-flop can mean for explosive flops and turns, so let's see what we get.
Check, 2, 3 check, 4 check.
I see PM with 2 pair.
Computer hand, top 2, gonna bet it.
160.
Not a lot going on for anyone else. It's probably just going to be a bet and take it.
1 fold, 2 fold, 3 fold.
Some people get angry about, making hands like this and then taking it. I don't think I want resistance if I have Queen 7 on this board.
No, definitely not. If you can win with 2 pair, which is below average for a winning hand in PLO.
Yeah, by the river. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
just take it down.
Straddle 36.
To go. What shirt is that doing?
8 fold. 9 fold, 1 fold.
How long after I make my PLO stream debut, will you be making yours?
2 raises to 75, 3 makes the call.
That's a handsome test course.
Aces, snake.
Okay. 5 is raised.
Puts the max in. Just throws, chips in.
See if we can get these aces back on track.
6 is folding. 7 is folding. 2 makes the call.
Dwayne's in there. Sandman's in there.
Well, they both have 5s, so it's gonna be a little thin.
5 comes.
3 players.
We're in a lot of trouble. Dwayne does flop best. Sandman's only got a little bit left.
Reset.
Gonna make it.
5 check.
Snake checks. Looking for the case ace.
1100.
Running hearts.
1100 is the bet.
Dwayne just bets the max. Doesn't have enough to fold. You gotta protect versus all these pairs and straight draws. Sandman in the muck. Aces defeated. I think. Snake hasn't mucked it yet. Even if he has Queen Jack, King Queen Jack, it's gonna be hard. Just really hard to see a river for not everything. And that's the decision you kind of got to make here is, am I willing
5 fold.
to do everything? And Dwayne on the comeback.
Thank you, sir.
One with his hold'em hand. 10-6, the 10-6. Because the
Yeah.
5s were dead.
Yeah, 10. One of the cards I'm finding that I do not want to play a PLO hand without. Just so important.
Make so many straights. And so many straights. And trips there.
Yeah, if even if it doesn't really come your way to make your own straight, you're blocking one of the most important cards for other people. For some reason feels like a lucky pocket pair for me too. I've definitely had pocket 10s and some big spots.
9 fold.
Some key double ups here and there. Do you have a lucky pocket pair?
1 call.
I think it's 3s.
3s, okay.
3s are my luckiest pair. I'm the unluckiest with deuces. Because every time I make a set, someone else has a set. So
Oh
we're just
no. Yeah, and the whole point of playing the deuces is that they're never supposed to see the set coming.
yeah.
Kind of hodgepodge mix in the hands here. Dwayne with the 8-7-5-5 with the suit. Some ace, king, jack, king, queen, jack, kind of Broadway stuff.
Snake's got some stuff.
Yeah,
Double
double suited
suited,
stuff. Yeah, double suited stuff.
It's a good flop for Dwayne.
Dwayne and Snake both have the biggest pieces of this so far, equity-wise.
Dwayne should bet the full amount here, and he does. Blocking middle set. Snake not going anywhere.
One fold, heads up.
That should scare somebody, if not both of them. Snake decides to use the scare card as a weapon here.
400, I think.
Does have the best hand. Really putting a lot of pressure on this exact hand from Dwayne. It's not even a pot-sized bet, it's half pot. See if Dwayne can pick up on this.
Yeah, I like that bet. If you get any action or resistance here, you pretty much know that you're beat, but there's a decent opportunity to just take the pot down.
See what Dwayne wants to do. Just mucks it.
Even if he doesn't believe Snake on the turn, he knows that he's going to be forced into it by the river.
His hand also drawing incredibly thin overall versus the range of hands Snake could have. Only three people in the green so far. Everyone else throwing the party.
Yeah, it's been tough. Ghost Rose has pulled in a couple of big pots, some multi-ways, forcing Jambros and Dwayne to reach into the pocketbooks. Still more than half the stream left, though, so as we always say, things could change drastically. All it takes is one hand.
No, I think that is real. That is real. You don't
Does only take one hand. As y'all seen multiple times, we're going to have a collision here. We have aces and kings out there.
I mean, the stock market thinks it's real. The fucking stock tanks and shit.
Hold on, Jambros is giving stock tips. Listen up, everybody.
Take it with a grain of salt.
True, everything with a grain of salt. I will say these guys, you know, as you know, there's a lot of overlap between the finance industry and the poker world.
Oh, I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying it's a. I don't think I'm going to be trying to come to a PLO stream for stock advice. I'm not saying it could be bad or it's going to be really bad. That's not what I'm here for.
Fair enough, fair enough. Everything on the stream with a grain of salt.
Everything that's not poker related.
I don't know. Some of these PLO tips, some of the examples I've seen, I would take those advice with that advice with a grain of salt too.
Gil betting the full amount. Dwayne with naked kings knows that he'll have to play for it all. Really only beat the ace high flush draw right now.
13. So 15, 40. These are
Let's see if he can sniff this one out.
Has backdoor clubs in a 6. So a lot more out than I thought at first glance. I thought it was just the kings.
You know, the 6 does help.
Yeah.
Probably one of the tipping points that helped him make this call here. Or I guess get it all in. And I assume. See 2 turns and 2 rivers.
They're gonna. Yep. They're going twice.
We're going twice.
Club is good. 8 is not good. Heart does change anything. 6 is good. They're gonna chop this up.
Wow. Just in time, the 6 of diamonds saves Dwayne's half of this pot.
Found it.
Still picking up a little bit.
Yeah, Gil probably a little disappointed once he sees the hands face up, but on the flop, if you told him he was guaranteed to get half of that pot, he probably would have been happy. Not a great board, not a ton of interaction to go with his aces.
Yeah, super happy to get half that.
Chat, let us know if you have any favorite pocket pairs, favorite hands. DT likes his 10-7 combos.
I do.
Especially if he can find him a jack or an 8 or a 9 to put with it in the PLO version of this game. He's happy.
Yep. That's all I need. Men of very simple requirements.
Oh, you know what? We need to... Okay, so wait. You like 10-7. I like 9-6. So 10-9-7-6. That's got to be like... We got to call it the commentators. The booth.
Yeah, the greens are
Just pretty reasonable PLO hand.
2 calls, 3 calls,
Oh, so close too. Dwayne almost has it.
4 raises to 200.
Levi bumping it up. He actually has the 10-7. He has the goods.
He does. Also ace-4 spades to go with that. Not finding a lot of action. Gil might come along with the queen 9-8. He's already in there for a little bit. He folds though.
Dwayne's in there. Sandman's in there too.
Great number.
It's reopened.
2 folds. It's going to be heads up. 420.
Levi's not going to give up.
No, and Levi doesn't. They're flipping. I'm rooting for the 10-7. Sandman just trying to make something work.
Yes, we're ripping.
Okay, twice then.
Twice? Okay.
Wait, flop twice or 2?
No, 2 full boards. 2 full boards. Whatever.
2 full boards. I'm just waiting on that.
Yeah, you're good.
2 full boards it is.
Queen,
Sandman.
queen, and 1 pair. Yeah, maybe.
Levi has a flush on that board. 10-7 strikes again.
Nope.
10-7. Yeah. Levi gets a quarter of, 3/4 of it.
Not an ideal outcome for Sandman, but better than nothing. A little bit of a rebate to continue fighting.
Matt loves 10-5 offsuit.
Okay, ultimate straight, ultimate straight potential. I like it.
Actually, no, I don't know if we can go back. Barrel is 28. It was 3/4, so Michael got 3/4 and I got 1/4.
Levi now throwing the party with Sandman. Levi down 6.2. Sandman down
How much are you adding on?
5-ish.
4 and adding 1,000.
Just at the halfway mark, got 40 hands in.
good pace.
Yeah, it's starting to get pretty serious here. They're getting deep.
$30 straddle on forever. Levi's gonna be in there. Snake's gonna be in there. Snake looking to probably limp re-raise this ace king 10-10 suited.
Yeah, beautiful hand. Running into these aces though.
I'm just gonna call Dwayne.
Most of the flop in Levi's neighborhood. Dwayne does have the ace of spades. So we'll see if he decides to weaponize that. Levi doesn't chase the gut shot.
Queen turn.
Well, would have unlocked a big draw
draw,
for Levi,
yeah.
yeah.
Dwayne, if you thought his aces were good, he just makes the fold. And Snake has shown his ability to make big bluffs in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. Playing, I guess, more of the range of hands as opposed to what he actually had in his hand, which was just naked pocket tens and just continuing to apply pressure and forcing a superior hand to fold.
Thank you, Guru. Appreciate that. Appreciate that love. Appreciate the love from everybody out there. We got over 100 of y'all joining us tonight for this 136-15-30 PLO stream here at Texas Card House Houston. Hope everyone's having a fantastic evening. Joining us once again for the great game of Pot Limit Omaha.
7 folds, 8 calls, 9 folds.
Aces seem to be flying around now.
1 call.
In PLO, you'll notice that happen a lot more often. Aces will just fly.
Yep. It's always nice to have a little connectivity too with the 8-7, so
We got 5 players.
Not a bad one to have. Limp spot, it seems. Sandman with some mystery cards. No one with a 6, so Aces has
5 check. Check front.
way the best of it.
yeah, has a heart draw also.
Check. 1 check, 2 check.
Just gonna check it through.
3 bet, 70.
Sandman is betting. He got 2 mystery cards.
Makes the call. 1 fold, 2 fold.
There could be a 6 laying in wait under there.
It could be a lot of cards. Ace Jack 10 would be good. A 6 would, of course, be good.
7 of spades doesn't really help anything that I can think of. I don't know if he'll get him to fold for that much.
Stroh's wins. Sandman's mystery cards did not help. Our evening's good. You out there playing, Ronnie? Playing and watching the stream?
Straddle on 30.
folks. 30.
Sandman, unfortunately, short after not being able to get that bluff through. Aces again. They've been going around like hotcakes tonight.
Super flying. Dwayne got a beautiful king queen 10-10.
It doesn't matter. I'll deal with it.
Yeah, very nice hand. Looking for a couple of those jacks though that are folded. Levi also folded one, so
175. 6 bets, 175.
But it's gotta be more than that.
Or I mean, sorry, I'm tripping. Yeah, 300. That's tripping.
not really a lot for Dwayne to try to float unless he wants to try to catch a 10. It worked for Ambrose, could work for him, but let's it go. So what else has been going on, DT?
Not much. Just enjoying life. Haven't been playing a whole lot of poker lately. Haven't decided if I'm gonna play tonight after the stream.
Okay.
Weekends are getting busy now. For me, I got
C5, 30.
what am I blanking out? We have Magic the Gathering pre-release this weekend.
Yes, a really, really big set. We are definitely going to be looking forward to that.
I'm assuming you will be doing. I think you said you're going to do a Saturday pre-release.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find something on Saturday.
2 calls for 150. 3 calls.
I am, unfortunately, I think I will be here. I haven't been to a midnight pre-release in so long, but those are always the most fun.
They don't really do those a whole lot anymore. A lot of them changed. I remember the old days when they would do the midnight pre-releases. We'd wait just to play the set at midnight, and then people realized that you could just do it at a normal time, and you probably get more people.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But, I think that was the thing back in the day, too, like the midnight movie release and everything
Yeah.
like that. Like, I don't know, maybe that's
Standing
just the
in
90s kid in me that
Standing in line for a video game that
dropped at
released
midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 check.
So it could just be my nostalgia.
Levi thinking about what he wants to bet with the set. Sandman hasn't checked yet. Got a tiny wrap. It looks like Sandman is going to go with it.
All in for 245, folks. 245.
Levi probably going to bump it up. Wants to isolate this one.
See if Sandman can get a pot pushed. That was so hard. That was the hardest thing I've done this week.
C5 fold.
This is probably going to get all the other draws out.
C2 fold. We're going twice. 2 times. Got it. Good.
They will be going once. Sandman to 2 outs, and that's one of the 2 sevens. Should have gone once.
Would have scooped one time, but hasn't been running fantastic, so I think keep the same energy.
Does pick up $225. Any amount helps when you're trying to dig yourself out of the hole.
Yeah, absolutely. Even just a moral victory.
No, that's what they told me because I didn't see him for a while. They were like, man, he's running his restaurant.
Extra $200 or $300, 5 ways pre-flop.
Yep.
It's a big difference.
What's up? I thought midnight prices.
is majority is right. No. Oh yeah. Even when you're winning, that's what's scary. Imagine you're winning. Score for the ace. That's what I can tell it on the live stream. You can't beat this one, but I can't tell you. For real. Or you're gonna have to go back out there. You won't believe it, but it actually happens.
Cafe 11 with the 7654. Nice little rundown. Does have some diamonds as well. Got some other hands kind of in the same neighborhood. Gil with the pocket kings has those diamonds covered as well. Decided not to 3-bet, just flat called. So we've got a bunch of players in this one. We've also got pocket queens with diamonds again and snake's hand. He does flop the best of it. Ace, queen, queen, jack makes top pair. Second kicker. Sandman has a wrap now. 9-8-7 in his hand with baby backdoor hearts. He's gonna take no time. Go ahead and get the chips in. Gets the best hand to fold. I think this will work for him. It does. A nice pot for him. 600 bucks really coming in handy, as DT said a minute ago, trying to rebuild slowly but surely. Couple hundred he won in the previous hand makes that bet size intimidating enough to get other hands to fold.
Matt, that was back when Black Friday deals meant something.
Yeah. Now Black Friday deals start the weekend.
Start like the Monday of Thanksgiving.
Not even.
Weeks.
I think last year I saw Black Friday deals like literally the beginning of November. Like as soon as November 1st hit, there were quote unquote Black Friday deals.
Straight up lying to us.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying I'm super experienced in retail, but my first job was in retail. And I learned to never buy anything for the full retail price. There will always be, there's different cycles, they do this and they do that. There will always be a deal, there will always be a sale. So unless it's something you really, really need or it's something super unique that you can't wait to get, give it a couple weeks and you'll get a better price.
I think the things that I've bought the most from Black Friday are clothes.
Yeah, for sure.
And now that I say that out loud, it's right, but it just sounds weird. Like, is that what becoming an adult means?
Yeah, I mean Black Friday socks. Like, let's go.
There are 4 people going. All pretty reasonable hands. Sandman's in there.
Low ball.
Very live.
Yeah, super live with the low ball. Has a ton of equity, actually.
No one likes this flop whatsoever. Pair of tens is the best hand. Will it get to showdown? Jambros may bet this. Tons of pivot cards. Oh, just checks through. Not one of those pivot cards. Sandman turns the best hand with the best draw now. Oh no, Jambros has king high spades. Sandman probably going to wager the full amount. Yep. 700 is the full wager.
Gotten involved in these last few hands since he got short. As we can see with the cards, he's, had a ton of equity every time, but players might start to wonder if he's just getting froggy with the small stack.
I like that. compared to Froggy, like saying you're leaping it back and forth over the line.
Absolutely.
I've never heard that before, but that's cute.
That's what they pay me for.
Now I just want to color up in some of my stacks. Froggable.
Haven't had Tish money on the stream in a while. He's no. I haven't seen him with his frog in a while. I wonder what happened to him.
I don't know, but I have been trying to recruit him for the PLO stream. He has said no every single time. So Tish, if you're watching this, please, one time.
I did. I stopped by Monday night, got in the PLO game a little bit. Tish did come and spend some time with us over there. I was pleasantly surprised. I also, that night, I promised Tim that I was going to be talking bad about him on the stream because he beat me without looking at his cards again.
Dang, that's crazy.
I know. I'm a little upset he hasn't been playing actually because I've been ready. I was bringing ammunition. Been waiting for this for 3 days. Levi calls for the pot. Let's see what he's working with. He's got a little three card run down to the 6.
No 7
suited as well.
So that's Chinise's hand.
Yeah, we're
Not
so
my hand.
close. Yeah. If the jack were a 7, he would have the booth. Oh wait, I even like the kissing booth better because you have the 6-9. Oh, okay. All right, I'm getting creative now. Gil's definitely not going to go anywhere with his premium hand. I'm kind of surprised he just called. With all the action I've seen, I would be a little tempted to
bump it up. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, this game has so much variance. You never know what's going to come on the flop. Sometimes you completely break, and just playing a little bit more conservative, giving you more options to play on the flop.
And we got $1,800 basically in the middle. 4 players. This is going to be a big pot.
Fish the Husky, we do have a chat pop-up that will show up every once in a while. You can also just call up to the room. And we do have the 136 live stream list on Poker Atlas every week. So if you want to talk specifically with Tim or somebody in on the production team, just let us know. You can call up here, but you can also use the Poker Atlas list.
Call and ask to talk to the floor. Tell them you want to get on the live stream list, and we'll make it happen.
Sandman with a mirror here.
About as good as it gets for his hand. You'd prefer to have a straight, but
yeah, I would like to have something that could give him a straight here. Jambros with the low end 6-5. I doubt he's going to stay in. Levi completely wrapped around. Found that 8-7 that just completely unlocks his hand. Did I see calling chips from Jambros? He's going to gamble.
I mean,
he's going to gamble for the low end.
we got ourselves a
Sandman not quitting. Definitely not.
You'll find out on the turn.
Yep, Ronnie, that's a new feature. Not a lot of people are very happy about that. I imagine there's going to be enough backlash that it will get reverted. Levi with the wrap all the way through.
Alright, one all in, and then y'all got the side pop.
Jambros needs
They're going
a 4.
once.
I would like to bet the entirety of my deck.
Oh wait, no,
they
there's
still have
money
behind.
on the side.
Yeah.
Levi's gonna wager the maximum.
We're going twice.
Jambros has the best hand currently between the two of them for the side pot. So if this board pairs, that's Jambros.
Outside pot.
That's Jambros.
Jambros. Wow. Levi loses the big outside pot.
Both trying to fold.
I have Jack high. I beat it.
I have
I
Jack
beat
high.
it. I beat it declared. Naked 5, scoop the side pot. And then, just like that, Sandman is unstuck.
Wow. Good for him.
Holy shit!
In about half an orbit.
Fades the deck.
Alright, that's my time.
Wins a couple hands in a row. And this is what we say every week. And only this time it didn't take him only one hand. He had to win a couple in a row,
Yeah.
but 2 or 3, and he is back in the green. Up actually.
Yeah, he's
according to
up,
the graphic.
up a
okay.
grand. What a roller coaster this game is sometimes.
So Levi now the head honcho as far as the party throwing. 7.2k down. Dwayne also.
Throwing a party.
Yeah, I've kind of been up and down. Have lost some big hands. Lost a big clue to Ambrose, down 5.3. What a game this has been.
We knew it was going to be action-packed. It just was a little slow at the start. I'm not sure why these players play plenty with each other. They know what's going to happen.
Well, you know how it is. You know, everybody, even sometimes just like moving, right? Some of the players were just coming in. Some of the players have been playing for a while. They moved to the stage, and everybody's kind of getting their bearings, getting their drinks, trying to take a breath after fighting Houston traffic to get here.
I'm like double screwed. I just like dumped out and like gonna win these. What?
Bomb pot with the dealer change. We just want more blood.
God. I actually fought the King Monk.
I didn't see what he had.
I Jack had 9-6.
No, what did he have? An
Yeah,
ace?
they did 2 pairs.
Drop the
mirrors. Ace 6, 7, 8.
Levi, how much you playing?
35, I think.
You ruined the both.
Levi, buying it for 3,500.
Dude, if I jam and he folds and I scoop, he would really
I don't think
Ambrose,
Levi is very happy about that one. He missed a pair.
I
Which
mean,
I'll
he had the
make it
mega
straight.
wrap.
Yeah, he had the mega wrap.
He had the mega wrap. It's just, yeah, a pair of 5s holding up there. Ambrose with the low end of the straight. I mean, it's. I mean, I guess I say the 4 is his only out, but he didn't need an out. But it's the only card that could really improve his hand without improving Levi's more.
Maybe you should play more PLO, Ronnie. Mystery cards around. I like this hand.
That's the 10-7 for if he has the 9, then we're actually kind of in some okay shape. Making a play for the bottom board. Haven't found any hearts yet. There's a couple. Dwayne, 995, 3 hearts and clubs.
There's a queen. PM does not have a 9 to go with that.
No, I think a 9 he would have floated one time.
We got 2 queens battling, but the 7 is the best hand on the other side from Jambros. Gonna get looked up.
Levi is going to pick up the first board for sure. His picker is going to play.
She will tomorrow. He's not here playing.
Jambros good on the bottom board with his 2 pair.
Gonna be, well, I don't think anyone was gonna go broke.
No, there's just too much. I mean, once the board double pairs, the queen with the king kicker maybe could have made an aggressive move. Neither player like very confident in their hands.
Bye, bye.
Aces hold up sometimes, every once in a while.
What's your name? ¿Cuánto hablas?
PLO 5 is very scary the few times I've played it online. Very small stakes, but it's just this game turned up an additional notch.
A set in PLO 5 is like 2-pair in this one.
Yeah, everything just
2-pair is nothing in PLO 5.
yeah, literally nothing. You don't even want it. Too many sevens for Levi. Last one in PM's hand. Some mystery card and Sandman's there. Pocket tens for Jambros with the king deuce of diamonds as well. Ghost Rose with the better diamonds. Could be interesting if those could come in.
There's some diamonds.
Those?
They're not on the flop though.
Yeah, graphic catching up here. Looks like we actually got Queen Jack Jack. So Dwayne just flops it. Flops the whole joint. Does let Cafe 11 catch up on the turn. 11 also with the Jack. Now catches a 3. And this could be good for Dwayne. Yeah, it gets raised. Now just probably sitting there and thinking, how do we get the rest of it in? Is his hand good enough to call another raise on this street?
Dwayne just gonna call.
Yeah, it does have position, so it's a little easier to call, see what the opponent does on the river.
That's gonna freeze both of them. Dwayne not gonna be folding, but not a card he wants to see.
Wow.
Yeah, can no longer raise the river.
Yeah. Bet and call. Bet and a quick call. Full house declared.
Maybe he could. He could maybe raise that river depending on his player reads. It's dangerous.
Very dangerous for sure.
Definitely would have liked to see a smaller card on the river.
Is that a massive Oreo or like an ice cream sandwich?
It is an Oreo ice. It's both. The player is eating a massive Oreo ice cream sandwich.
I think I'm gonna go get one of those right now.
I miss ice cream.
Oh, you don't eat dairy anymore?
So dairy's not just dairy. It's dairy plus sugar. Just concentrated in that ball messes me up.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, but
Every now and then I'll punish myself for that.
grin and bear it.
Yeah, for that little bit of enjoyment.
What do you do now? You do like sorbet instead, or
Sorbet's still pretty bad because it's just high in sugar. I try and do like because some of the dairy-free ice creams are okay.
okay?
They still have a little bit of like a lot. There's a lot of focus on having a lot less sugar. So there's some stuff around there.
Yeah, my mom is lactose intolerant, and I can attest to some of the Ben and Jerry's, the like the almond milk ice creams. They're actually really good.
There's some pretty good coconut milk because my wife is severely lactose intolerant. So we found some pretty good coconut milk based ones. There's a shop, I don't even remember what it was called, she found, and we went and tried, and they make the ice cream, and the consistency felt just like ice cream. The flavor was good. Now I want to go back and get some.
Yeah.
We got action. 3 queens, or 3 kings is in there. I don't think Snake is going to be getting one of those for a straight. He will get a jack, though.
Makes the bottom end.
PM could turn his hand into a bluff. He has the ultimate blocker hand. See if he wants to go for it. Doesn't. Snake now getting the green light to bet for value. This would be a sick check raise. Just check pot.
6 calls, 475. Showdown, please. Straight.
That would have been a disgusting check pot.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, with 3 kings in his hand,
kings in his hand,
it's so
yeah.
hard to have ace king there, or even just a king high straight. It maybe could have worked. Hard play to make, though.
If there's a hand to do it with, it's that one.
Yeah. The 3 kings of the Orient.
Live 30 for C2.
What is that drink that the lovely Amanda has? Does that have a?
That looks like a lemon drop. Or straight up tequila with some salt in there.
Oh, maybe just a delicious looking margarita.
Yeah, I gotta call it
I don't. That looks like chilled tequila, but I could be wrong. It doesn't look muddled enough. I don't know.
Yeah, it looked almost like a pina colada.
I guess it could have been that too. It just looks a little bit lighter. Aces for Gil. Blind. You don't see a lot of blind versus blind action here.
Yeah, because it never folds around to just the blinds.
Dwayne gonna float. Got a ton of good pivots in position. That is not one of them. Aces picks up a gut shot, or double gut shot. Just gonna keep betting. That's enough. They do Roblox vids. They offer regular 1-3 PLO. We have 1-2 PLO, which hasn't fired in a while, but 1-2
We will
PLO.
spread it though if we have a
Yeah.
list for it.
1-2 PLO is a 100 min 500 cap, I believe, and then 1-3 PLO is a 1-2 PLO is a 60 min 500 cap. 1-3 PLO is a 100 min 200 or 2000. It's a 200 min.
200
min 2000 cap. Then match the stack after that. There's no match the stack for 1-2. 1-3-6 is
Unregulated.
500 uncapped, or is it? I think
It's minimum 500
it's
uncapped.
5. It's 5 minimum. I don't remember if it's uncapped or not. I think it's uncapped. But those are the games of choice. I know 1-3-6-15 is capped or uncapped, truly uncapped.
Yeah.
And anything higher than that is uncapped. But those are the main PLOs that we spread are 1-2, 1-3, and 1-3-6.
One noticeable difference is that we do just have a 1,000 min buy-in for this game just for the stream. So it is technically 136, but
It's
buy-in is 1,000 for the live stream. No jacks in hand on this ace jack jack flop. Ace queen. Technically the best hand. A little bit behind in equity, the flush draw. Sandman
takes it. No one has a jack. Everyone's afraid of the jack. Sometimes that's all you need is the fear.
Yeah, and he's been running so hot lately, coming back with a vengeance from a
Stuck
rough start.
Yeah, stuck 4K, up 1.3. Ghost Rose still up, nice chunky 7.4. PM was up two and changed a little bit earlier, gave it a little bit back. Cafe 11 climbing back up. Levi, Dwayne throwing the party. Big throwers. Gil throwing a small party with Snake. Jambros, an even smaller party, birthday party for like 4 people.
Yeah, Gil's had some quality starting hands, just kind of hasn't held up in some of the bigger spots, and been able to get in the mix, but a lot of second best hands.
Yeah, things not manifesting.
You had ace to the 5.
Looking forward to an opportunity here in the last hour and a half or so.
You're both wanting the mud. Both.
That an ice cream sandwich on Ghost Rose shirt. Speaking of ice cream, it's kind of cool.
I don't know. I wasn't paying that much attention. Dwayne in there. Ghost Rose has at least queens.
195.
Sandman's definitely in there.
This hand type has done well for him.
Yep. Not a lot of aces left. If Ghost Rose last card is the ace of spades, then there are very much not a lot of aces left.
There you go.
I believe. Oh, we'll get to know. Making him rescan. Let's see what that mystery last card is. Could be a lot of cards that make this reasonable. Still mystery.
Well, there's the ace of spades.
Was not an ace. Not a bad flop for Sandman. He is wrapped around that flop with a nut flush draw.
Yeah, again, these types of hands have done really, really well for him. He's been flopping the ace with the cards he needs to go with his danglers, so...
Dwayne gonna bet 600. I wonder if Sandman is just gonna pot it right away. Just calls. Very surprising.
I mean, with the nut flush draw as well, he just has so much of it here.
It goes check, check.
Is Ambrose a winner?
Now...
There is the nuts. Flush for Dwayne.
if he bets,
I think he
he's
checked
gonna get it
back.
all.
That looks like a check back.
And then follow up by can he beat the game? Those questions come in tandem.
Very curious as to why he didn't bet. Maybe feeling a little sympathy for the
I'm guessing it's a mutual
other person who's down. Could have gotten a little bit out of there. There was a lot in the middle. There's 2.2K.
Oh yeah, Dwayne was
been-
not gonna fold. He
Could
also
have
made.
been $500 to $1,000 and probably would have gotten called.
Was I?
9 high flush.
Yeah. Okay. I was about to say if I was looking
flush
at,
over
at
flush.
everything right, there was a flush there. So. Yeah, opting not to go in for the kill. Very sportsmanlike, trying to keep the game going and the stream energy flowing. So.
Maybe that good karma will come back to him with some more pots.
Yeah, absolutely. Could have definitely gotten Dwayne for that last 1200. Would have been a perfect sizing where I don't think it would have been able to fold. Just all in. I mean, there was what 24,
2200, 2300 in the middle.
Yeah.
No, Mike, you're not going anywhere. You had a straight flush draw. Another gutter, another butter.
Gil's a nice little cute suited hand. Again, hasn't really connected as well as some of the other players, but looking to change that. Got some mystery hands here. Maybe we'll get those rescanned. If not, I like mystery hands. Mystery hands are fun.
Snake gonna bump it up. I can see it behind the sunglasses. Oh no.
No, surprises you. Dwayne's hand popped in. It's a little smaller than I was expecting, but
That's about what I was expecting.
looks like he hit if this flop is correct. Bottom set versus top pair
Nope.
and flush draw for Gil.
Now it's top 2 for Snake.
Oh,
Still top 2 for Snake. No flush draw available. Who's betting? I think it's Sandman is betting. All right. Now this makes a lot more sense.
okay. Yeah, he's wrapped up again. Wrapped up again.
Get me unstuck.
Get curious for a turn card here.
Ghost Rose?
Gunshot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, wondering what Ghost Rose could have in his hand here, I guess, where you were going.
Yeah, I was like, the mystery hand's in there.
3 balls. One check.
If that is the 6, Sandman has the second. Nope, that pairs the board immediately.
Now, this is a card I feel like Ghost Rose could have in his hand, considering that he was interested in this flop.
He isn't. Kings are no good. Gil finally gets one.
Was probably not what he was expecting to win that with, but
You're calling the
makes it to the river.
Good luck, Ronnie. Hope. Hope you run good. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to play after the stream or not.
Did I tell you earlier that if you played, I would play?
If I
No.
pop the turn,
Okay.
you're not calling if I pop the turn.
If you play, I'll play.
No, but you don't call if I pop the turn.
I was hoping there was some chatter of mixed firing, but I don't think it's going to.
I would 100% be down for that. Let's get the mixed boys fired up. If I say I'm going to be there, they'll show up. It means I'm great at poker.
I was hoping you had a wrap, Mike. I had a pretty good wrap. No, you had a good wrap. 10 to the 5, right? Yes, sir.
3 calls there. 4 calls.
All right, Ronnie. I hope you run slightly better than average.
7 players. Two checks, 3 checks, 4 checks, 5 checks, 6 and 8 checks. 1 check, back around. Guys, hold the action 1 second, please.
Got a lot of mystery hands.
Yes, check around. No, hold the action 1 second, please. 2 checks.
Still a lot of mystery hands.
4 bets, 200, 5 folds.
Yeah, card's giving us a
Levi-
little hard time today.
With the wheel and a redraw.
1 folds, 2 folds.
I don't know if that's how that works, Matt.
Oh, I'm not going to play at the same table as him. Absolutely not. I'll just be here. We're not going to play at the same table, though. I don't need you showing me up.
If I'm drunk, I don't know if that's going to happen.
Well, that's true. All I have to do is get you one drink, and
Yeah.
then I'll be able to take advantage of you.
That's what my wife says.
That's how she got you, huh? Too easy.
Just hand me a sippy cup full of vodka or something. There you go.
I mean, based on what I saw the other day, you can just do like a baby. Just put a little bit on your finger and rub it on their gums. And
If the alcohol touches my lips, I turn red in like 10 minutes. Less, maybe. Probably 5. Aces in the muck for Cafe 11. He must not. No, I think he's a straddle.
Oh, okay, yeah, it'll come back around to him.
Double suited Ghost Rose hand. I love it. Uh-oh, we're gonna have a battle. Because I think it's good aces for Cafe 11.
And he is not going to slow play them, I can tell you that.
You have a 500 and a 1,000, right?
Ghost Rose. Cafe 11 must not have been there because he's out of the hand.
Oh, wow.
And that, my favorite hand, smashed that. Ghost Rose
Yeah.
destroyed that flop. That looks like the max, or close to it. Yeah. 250 into 350. I mean,
Ghost Rose colored up quite a bit too, so it doesn't look like he has as much as he has, but those are all yellow chips by his right hand, so
he's ready to leapfrog it.
yeah, absolutely.
Just won't.
It is nice when you do have big chips, you're able to do that, just put one of them out there. It's so scary. Even if the pot's only 300, just put that yellow chip out there. Have you been playing on hijack at all?
I have not.
Gotta get on that hijack, man, for sure.
I have a problem with the actual software. It's just slow.
That good announced.
True, true. Well, just like, just like we are with our stream software, we're always continuing to be on the up and up. So we've got great action as is, but room for improvement on the technical side. I hear you.
Once it gets a little faster, I'm down.
There are some bigger games on there now, though, too. I was talking to a player who took his initial 15 promo and spun it up to $1,000 in like 3 days, he said. So
we got a couple reasonable hands going to war. Top pair, top kicker versus top pair, second kicker. No one has a jack. Levi with the backdoor possibility is going to bet. Snake might feel like getting a little frisky. And he does. Let's see what... I mean, I think Levi's just going to stick it in. Oh, no. Levi's... Yeah. He could call, peel. There are lots of good turns. Diamond, heart, all good turns. 5, 7, king. See what he wants to do. Does make the call. Has way the best of it right now. Snake looking for a 10 or a 3. It's not one of them. I don't imagine Levi. Yeah, he just rips it.
King, queen, 10, no good. What else is he race by? I saw him do this against Lawrence. King, queen, 10, no good. Next hand, next hand.
Snake just posturing.
God read, by the way. I saw him do this. This is exactly the same situation that happened with Lawrence.
God read. You just saw him.
No. This happened on Champion Stream. It's King, Queen, 10. He's debating if he wants to make a night call. Ambrose would call King, Queen, 10.
That's really the only hand Snake can beat is King, Queen, 10.
Yes, at the floor.
The God read is allowed.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah. Don't want to get max value left out. You know.
Whatever you guys do fast.
He did pick up a 9. 9 is now an out.
Wow.
What a soul read.
Easy.
What a soul read.
What do you think?
One pair.
One pair.
King turned that down.
Easy game.
Easy game. Next.
Alright, sorry, I gotta back my phone call.
Thank you very much.
Good hand, Levi.
What a wild game PLO is. Levi picking up a little bit in that. I mean, that's just PLO, Ronnie.
That sounds like a raise.
How does he make that bet? I don't know what the fuck he
I haven't been able to beat this game in 2 years.
I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
He like turns the 8 of diamonds and says, "Let's go." You could have jacks. You usually have jacks there.
2 calls, 33 and 4 folds. 5 folds. 6 calls, 30.
Jambro's gonna bump it up. Got aces.
170 here.
Sounds good to me.
8 folds, 9 calls, 170. 2 calls,
Cafe 11 in there. Double suited queens with a connector. PM's in there. Dwayne's in there.
4 players.
Not a great flop for really anyone other than Dwayne. And that's not even a great flop. 5 of hearts. PM now top pair, gut shot, nut flush draw. Two gut shots actually. Double gutted. Just gonna check it. Jambro's gonna check his gut shot. Cafe gonna check. Hearts would be bad. That's hearts. That's second nut hearts and nut hearts. There's only 700 in the middle though. I don't think Cafe 11 is gonna lose a whole lot. See what PM wants to bet. Bet's 100. See what Cafe 11 wants to do with the second nuts.
2 birthdays he was out of town. So he wanted to make sure we had something planned this time.
Looks like it's going up.
We didn't actually formulate
The blocker bet worked.
I didn't get back, but I told him I'd call him back on stream later.
Let's see what sizing PM's gonna choose. The price is definitely gonna go up.
I fold fast. I just wanted to fold. I give up there. I just bought.
See if Cafe 11 is gonna pay this off. I believe the bet holds. Less than 3,000. Should have been 650, so 1950 plus. Yeah. That holds. This comes down to whether or not Cafe 11 thinks PM would bluff with the dry guy. Would he bet the dry guy like this? Does make the discipline fold. PM shows it. Good fold. Cafe 11.
If I value bet there for like 13, 14, you call?
Oh, you didn't mean raise?
Yeah, mid raise you, do I?
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I like the all-in bet. If we're ever gonna bluff, that's gonna have to be the sizing we use.
I thought I had you with the min bet, man. I thought you did. I know, I got you.
It's either the dry ace or nothing.
$50 more than if you just let out potting.
What's that?
You made $50 more than you just let out potting. You just let it out. Two raises to one.
Beautiful hand. Dwayne looking to get some momentum going in his direction. Not been his evening so far.
Screen will show it.
PM's in there. It was a great fold. I don't think PM. I don't know how many people are going to go blocker bet with the dry guy. Then re-bluff shove. Ghost Rose just folding aces while he's eating.
His one fold.
Eating much more important. Both hands overlap. King Queen High is the best hand though. Aces would have made top set. Jack High flush draw for Sandman. These players will chop it up. It's only $25.
Right up until it was.
Right until here.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Right till it wasn't. Oh yeah, he just wanted me to fuck around and find a second one in there.
Now we get a dealer change.
Folded the last time I threw that.
After this hand, we'll have another double board PLO bomb pot.
Ace king, red diamond. Pretty good hand. Especially to have a turn. Never, you had three diamonds, so it's never gonna come.
No. I double suited. Hearts and diamonds.
Oh, you did have hearts?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had three diamonds.
I had king high hearts, ace high diamonds. But I'm telling you, like,
Wow, what a good hand.
Three calls.
this was like literally.
4 raises to 150.
It was very similar to another hand.
What the action, guys?
Oh, sorry.
5 calls, 150. 6, 7.
What wasn't here? It was like the other. And I was like,
I be playing right now.
Double suited, or kings and queens, snake with kings,
better not be.
salmon with jacks. Some other hands going around. Ace high, ace 8, top 2, way the best of it. Snake with the nut blocker, or no, I'm sorry. Ace is not a spade. Never mind. Checks through, 8's full. Snake's in real trouble, cannot win the hand. May think he has the best hand. $772 in the middle. Imagine he's gonna bet very large. Half pot. Goes a little bit smaller than I thought. Imagine Ghost Rose is just gonna call. Snake with the best 8. Levi would have made queens full. Levi called the. I imagine the price is going to go up now. Just calls, trying to get another call. What a brutal river. Levi picking up a little bit of his money back. Now only stuck 1.4K. Was stuck 7 earlier. 7 and change. Digging himself out of the hole.
Good luck, everyone.
Ace-8. I turned to vote.
Ace-8 escape.
No good.
Place is good.
Ace-8 no good.
What'd you get?
I just get the chicken and the beef skewer.
Messing grill.
Oh, you can play anything other
Call.
than
Hey,
play.
they're about to close. Call.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, even then, I think you can fold.
I should have.
Oh, yeah.
turn.
Well, no, I think your turn call's good. You know what? He's very likely to call things.
Yeah.
Like, it just got lucky.
Luck is part of the game.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't mean you should have done anything. It doesn't mean you should have done anything different.
I don't know how to play it.
Married, got kids?
I have a girlfriend. We got dogs. How many kids do you have?
Well, I've got 2 of my own, and then she has 2. So. But my ex-wife has my 2 boys, and then she's with her 2 girls in Detroit for a week and a half. So I'm like literally free for a week and a half. Really not.
Play some poker.
I know.
I like it.
She just said, don't make it a habit.
Like she sees you win big. She might want you.
She might. Yeah. She says no tournaments, only cash.
She's smart though.
Unless you run real deep and big.
Tournaments are just it's
You gotta play forever.
it's a fugazi. It's like hitting a parlay sports bet.
It really is.
I
Yeah.
don't know how you're gonna have it.
Like 3 days to double your money.
I know. It's like,
Can they hear us talk on this thing?
No, but
No? On the TV?
I don't have you on microphone.
no, they can. There's microphones right there.
There's a
They
mic,
can-
but
it depends, but most of the time the audio is either light or the commentators will talk over it. But I would
I'm
not
dead
say
silent
that
right now. Y'all are talking
podcast
straight into the mics.
Greater than 50% chance it will be picked up.
Can I market my business? Like really loud?
Plug it.
he's been doing it all day.
Yeah. This live stream is sponsored by Paul Mattatall, Evergreen Financial Advisor.
Oh, I was gonna ask if
Located
you were
in Sugarland. Williams Trace in Lexington, Virginia.
That one's a little long-winded. King high diamonds for PM. Queen high diamonds for Jambros. 10 high diamonds for Cafe 11, and he has a straight. And clubs. It's actually pretty big. PM probably gonna make the call. Bros makes the call. Bros has hearts on the other board, so a little something for everybody here. No full house there. Diamond's still the best. This is gonna be whoever wants it the most. One of my favorite games. I think it's just gonna check through. Everyone just wants to get the showdown. Jambros reaching for chips. Just a shuffle. PM setting his own price. Cafe 11's. If he folds, PM will scoop Jambros in this.
I hope you don't have a flush.
I do.
I hope you don't have a flush.
You would if you already got that.
Naked Kings, good on top. King high flush, good on the bottom. Cafe 11 was drawing for half the pot. Didn't know which half.
I can call if I'm right.
Had some decisions there. Big ones on the river. Only bet 200, so very disciplined.
What he didn't want to happen is he call 200 and then someone behind him pots it.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
Because
I
then
love.
not, on top of lighting the 200 that you just lit on fire, you're just gonna fold. You're not putting more money in. So you're at best chopping. And is it worth losing 200 guaranteed when someone pots it? Probably not.
Yeah, absolutely. No, losing
So,
200
don't mind the
to
fold.
yeah, avoid. You can only win one board in a bomb pot. It's oftentimes best to leave it alone.
Oh, sorry. I thought you put it out for me. My bad.
I'll even call for you.
Alright.
I'll raise for you, not call.
PLO is great. Great game of Pot Limit Omaha. Looks like Dwayne's rebumped it up. Got 3 players going to war.
3 players.
Ghost throws out flops. Everybody. Just gonna bet the full amount. Sandman gonna play straightforward. Dwayne not going anywhere. Top and bottom. Does have backdoor hearts and clubs. Sandman can't really do anything.
Yeah, had another suited ace. Doesn't quite hit the connectors that he wanted. Dwayne looking for a king,
Or 7.
hearts or clubs, or 7.
Now 10. No good. Top 3 pair declared. Clubs, real possibility. Chop it up.
King high clubs on the bottom. A little bit of a tease for Ghost Rose. Might have
Yeah.
thought he was getting the whole thing there.
It looks like Dwayne might have had, I think there's yellow on top of his stack, might have had 1,000 more than what the... I couldn't tell.
Yeah, chips being added on, flying across the table. Can be hard to keep track sometimes.
Yeah, that looks like yellow.
Oh, Sandman talking about the flush that he would have gotten in the back door on
Oh,
the
yeah,
top board.
spades.
Yeah, he did.
From worst to first, that's what would have happened.
Yep.
Sometimes you right, just like dry grain and soak it in water. Some people put it in
Made the right fold though, was
soak it all up.
quite thoroughly behind on the flop.
They don't travel well. Signature edition.
Whatever he wants.
Tequila, rosado, same thing. You want anything?
There we go. Got some juice in the game finally.
I just feel like there's been a distinct lack of shots.
Portuguese chicken. We don't usually bring it. They don't
You know what? We've had action good enough. They haven't needed it, but
I'm not saying for the action. I just meant I feel like shots.
yeah, it's good for the poker economy at large to get some shots going on the table.
No, but I have seen him drunk. I think he got kind of pressured into
Give the waitresses some action.
Shout out to our wait staff. They do a fantastic job here.
Yeah, it's a big room. It's a big trek from the back to the front of it.
I can see it. I can see him being animated.
Can you get that dish really anywhere?
Yes, I've only ever seen him drink once, but he was very drunk, and it was very
But not as good.
people think so. A little bit biased for me.
5 points.
Fried rice underneath, chicken, sauce.
Pocket kings for Gil.
We went to Hungary and my wife makes chicken paprikash. It's so good.
Rainbow, not super connected, so not gonna get crazy. Ace on the flop per usual when somebody has kings. Ghost Rose again with the best of it here.
Greek island cruise.
What cruise line?
It's called Seabourn.
Seabourn.
Yeah. It's
Dwayne gonna take the lead. That's 100.
They fly into Greece and
Athens.
Looking for a 3 maybe.
Kind of a trip to my work.
Does make 2 pair. Did have a 9.
What's that?
Oh, sorry.
No, Santorini.
Oh yeah, well, Santorini.
Greece is supposed to be beautiful.
Probably gonna try to get a cheap showdown here with 2 pair.
Whitewater rafting.
Ghost Rose takes a stab at it. Wants to make it look like he got 2 pair.
And I was yeah, level 3 and 4, and I was grabbing my oar like this, and then I grabbed it in the middle, and we hit a wave, and
do they set up rope?
Maybe enough to get the 9-4 here to let go.
3, and it was a couple 4s. It was the Royal Gorge.
And it does. Uses the button position.
The best one I've done was
Take a little stab and win the pot.
I mean, a lot of them are very mellow. The only one I did that drank.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Solid run continues for Ghost Rose. Still on top of the leaderboard.
How am I the villain?
5K in profit from this evening's work so far.
You guys play with every like 3-4 times a week.
Took a little bit of a hit, but
Act like they all
Still-
know each other.
I like him.
still winning so far.
Dislike him, that's weird.
But he brings very strong pro vibes to the game. And I like probably gamble too much. So I would like it. Yeah, I would like the game fun. That's all.
We know that Ambrose is all about the fun. We appreciate it. Always fun with him here on the stream.
This group of PLO players or the I guess the bigger collective group of PLO, great group of guys, super fun, super interactive. Some of them are a little more quiet on the table, but you get them talking. Sometimes it's hard to get them to shut up.
Yeah, absolutely. We've shared our stories of getting to do some things outside of poker, a little magic. I've been lucky enough to socialize with some of these guys, especially Jambros. He'll hang out with anybody in town. Go out to eat, do some karaoke, do something fun. Houston's a great food city, so that's one of the great things about being in poker. Everybody's always down to try something good late night.
Houston's one of the best food cities in the nation. Got a little bit of everything.
Like in Dwayne's hand here.
10-7. No one with 10-7, but nut clubs for Dwayne. just top pair for the other two players. Dwayne gonna bet the full pot amount with a purple chip. He's not all in. There's some other chips back there.
Definitely strong. I mean, the other players kind of have hands that are flirting with this flop, but not quite fully engaged. They may look for pivots on the turn.
If Dwayne has just aces,
I might blow up the.
I was gonna say Cafe 11 can peel this flop. I would like to peel better with Gil's hand because of the hearts, but once Cafe 11 calls, Gil's kind of done.
Right, one of those if he didn't call, I might have called situations.
Yeah.
At least you can count on me to be rash.
Yeah, no diamonds on the flop for Cafe 11, something he would have really liked to see. But again, like I said, if he was facing aces, lots of outs to make two pair. Queen would unlock his hand a little bit.
Turns out, and all of it is in the middle. Hearts would have come through. Dwayne makes a set with his clubs. And that will be all she wrote. Nice little pickup for Dwayne. Not the turn card Cafe 11 was wanting to see.
Dwayne been picking up some hands. Looks like he's probably made some progress in the right direction. Still at the bottom of the leaderboard, though.
Still plenty of time. We got 45 minutes left in our stream. Plenty of time to dig yourself out. All it takes one or two hands. It's like Sandman.
Looks like the tequila has arrived, so let's see if it livens up the last little bit of the stream here.
That would be an incredibly sophisticated play if you did it. That would be pretty amazing.
Yep, down the hatch. That was tequila.
Specifically.
It was a big old cup of chilled tequila down the hatch.
That one would make the highlight reel. I would probably fold.
You got my vote, PM. No sipping.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was impressive.
So do they have a weekly TCH?
That's a nice hand for Ghost Rose.
Yeah. Some ace kings going around.
Dwayne sharing some cards, has the ace 4 of clubs against Ghost Rose ace 4 diamonds.
6 ways. That's it.
Kind of like in Sandman's hand here.
7 ways. Gil's in there. 6 ways. I don't know. I think it's 7 ways. I don't. Yes. 7 ways.
We're going to see action here. A lot of straight draws, a couple aces. I'm not seeing the flush spades.
10-8 would be the best hand. So PM with the mystery hand. Sandman, those are the only people who could have it. I think Sandman has bet
Yeah, he does have
the blockers, if not the straight already.
Exactly.
You ever played with me 4 years ago when I don't know what the hell I was doing? You do, don't you?
That's a loaded question.
You're like, how did you not put your chips on this? 4 years ago.
That's a long time to remember. I mean, I have a pretty good memory for people who I've played with, but I don't know about someone I played with once 4 years ago.
That is 100% something that I do not have. That I know that, yeah, poker players that can like recall hands that I played 2 years ago that I don't remember happening at all.
I remember that time 6 years ago we played and we made this big fold with aces on the river. And yeah, sure.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's one of those skills, you know, recording hands and keeping track is definitely a skill that you can develop.
I'm pretty good at recording hands and keeping and remembering hands I want to remember, but random hand like that, not gonna.
I was just wondering if you
Yeah, and things in general, like even some people are really good with movie quotes or the trivia, like what song did this movie come from, and I remember how things make me feel, not what actually happened, so.
Ghost Rose with Ace King again. Gonna continue to limp.
You just gotta get your ass beat enough and then you'll learn. You know, like literally.
Gotta be willing to take a little pain.
I think I am starting to keep a small tab on all the times that Tim beats me without looking at his hand, though. I'm starting to remember dates and times and specifics.
Eh.
A lot of low junky stuff in hand. Pocket threes with the ace king suited. 5-4 of hearts with an ace of hearts as well.
We've kind of gone through this phase where there was a lot of 3-betting, and now there's no 3-betting. It's just single raise, and back to good old Texas 5 ways at the flop.
Yeah, the furious pace a little bit slowed down in this period, which is okay. You know, I don't mind seeing flops.
Do not mind it at all.
Ace king, the best hand, takes it down.
Not the play we're talking about.
Dwayne's still throwing the big party. Levi digging himself out of the hole.
Yeah, been a rough day. Still has not been able to recover fully from what you can honestly. I mean, that was a bad beat. That's fair to call a bad beat for sure. Ambrose catching a case 10 on the river.
Dwayne has been on the unfortunate side of some things.
Been liking these bread Jordan 2s that Snake has on today.
Are you a sneakerhead?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
Something I'm glad I never got into because some of them things be real expensive.
Yeah, you know, if you are interested in getting in sneakers, it's actually a great time right now because the way that production and the production numbers have changed so much that you know, the resale market has almost completely disappeared. So you can almost get whatever you want, just wear what you like. You know, there's still some of those, of course, expensive pairs from the 2010s and beyond. But as far as anything coming out lately, you can get at a pretty good price. Dwayne potting this. Trying to make sure all the money's in there that he can get right now.
No more aces for him, though.
Yeah, gonna be tough to improve here. One of the queens down for Ghost Rose as well. Snake makes top pair.
Hearts.
See what he wants to do with this. Looks like 275. Ghost Rose gonna peel the turn, hoping for a heart. 3 clubs doesn't help him at all.
Shove it in, we'll go twice. That would probably convince me to fold.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say Ghost Rose heeds the advice by folding.
You didn't have a pair. I'm not exactly sure. I had the biggest pair and 2 pair.
That's a true statement.
It's because of the economy.
They've been limiting the people. Or maybe it's the heat.
You know what's funny? Which is kind of sick. My hearing in Florida is July 10th. So if we did go to Florida, I get this double dip and take care of the hearing as well while I'm there.
Would you get called like called a predator?
No, I got
Hearing. I'm so curious, but I feel like I should talk over this so we don't tell all of Levi's business.
They know what they're getting into. Should we talk more about his business? Probably not. I don't know. I think that I've heard from both sides that y'all like listening to the players talk. I mean, there's some really random stuff that people talk about at poker tables. I have no clue how on some of the conversations that get had, how we even get there.
It's definitely interesting. I mean, you get 9 mostly guys at a table. People who are, I find, smarter to be average, right?
Yeah.
And with more disposable income. So you definitely hear stories, travel stories,
the real problem is they put
restaurant and gambling stories.
Very stimulating conversation.
it's some carnival game, and I after a post screen.
Ace is gonna try to fight
Oh yeah, that's true.
4 other hands. Gonna be tough.
But that's
The Gapper 9875.
Oh, it's so funny.
Second place in equity. Queen 10-10-8 in Snake's hand. Not currently in the lead, but does have the most equity. Does find the Jack. Ooh, yeah, that's a good flop for him. Double gutted with 10 high clubs.
No, we asked him.
Dwayne, though, with the current best hand, top set. I believe these two will end up colliding.
50 people lose, and then we crushed them.
Dwayne's just going to try and put as much money as he can as fast as possible here. You have 4 other people.
Yep, he
it's,
potted.
Yeah, it's my turn pot. Yo, it's my turn pot.
Yeah, when they do, it's my turn, I become very suspicious. Again, Snake with probably too much hand to fold,
All we had
though.
to do was roll that ball up on the board and land it in the bucket. Yeah.
Again, looking for a king,
And they said no moss.
a 9, or a club to improve his hand.
They figured y'all figured something out.
Oh, sorry, man.
I learned Ambrose is better at carnival games than me.
We watched 50
Cafe
people
11
lose
may have
and
been
say, "Hey,
curious
Brett, use the rodeo."
until it goes pot call.
Play is a little bit of a carnival.
Don't know how confident he'll be in the 9 high flush draw. Does have some sort of low end back doors if he can find a 6.
Not blackjack or whatever.
Jambros might get... This might be just enough hand to get Jambros in trouble, I think.
Yeah, just really noticing he does have 2 pair here.
Especially when Snake calls, Jambros may just stick it in. Because we can either stick the stack in or we can fold.
Yeah, that's not everything.
I mean, I think he probably puts Snake on the exact same hand that he has, basically, which is a Queen 10x with...
And then I think what's super important is how active Dwayne has been
I'm gonna sap
over the course of the evening. This may ultimately get him paid here. Because I think Dwayne would pot with A7. Very disciplined fold
Yeah, that sounds like
from Jambros.
I imagine
Cafe 11 is out of there.
like a 6 paragraph.
These 2 players are racing, but not an actual race. Snake drawing super thin, now drawing dead. That would have been the worst turn card in the deck for Jambros had he called.
Yeah, absolutely. He's probably thinking, darn, I wish I called.
Yeah.
But if this goes to showdown, he'll see that.
Oh, and a quick check back.
Double paired board. Again, Snake with not enough hand now. Oh, he did make the flush, so... The fact that he made the flush on a double paired board means that if this bet isn't too big, which he did go for almost full pot there with the 2K. Too big.
It's too big.
Yeah. If he had gone for like 700 or 800, Snake might have called there.
I agree.
At that
Down
game?
7,000.
What?
Then I wave you,
I'm gonna put my name on the list for the 1-3 game.
and now I'm down 1,500.
At that game?
We need you here.
Hey, are there seats open at the main?
Hey, Tim is stuck. Yes, Tim is good.
Tim is stuck, so the game is good. You heard Catman say it.
I'm just amazed no one's left.
I'm siding with those
No one's
because
left
they
the
took
game
my
since the
money.
start.
Sure. I want to get my money back from them.
Amber still has like $1,500.
I got no hate from you guys today, but I got hate
That's a true statement. If Catman's stuck, the game is good.
Dwayne must just stack me.
every single
I
time.
pulled ace jack.
Did you really?
Yeah, you would have gotten it. You would have gotten it.
If you could consult the chat GPT, you might have gotten.
ChatGPT was like never fold Dwayne's a donkey.
Never fold Dwayne's a donkey. That's what Ambrose just said.
Yeah, it's true.
5, red 5.
That's super tilted. That's so stupid, dude. Super tilted.
Come over here and get stuck 7 times. Look.
What up, Matthew?
Stuck 7. That's it.
The app is really slow. Like it's a good app, but like
It's a good.
it's geofence. So when I'm not in future, I can't play. You can play in Texas.
Is that true, Matt? You can't play outside that?
No, you can play in Texas. You can't play in outer state.
Oh, you with like a VPN?
Ace is up for Levi.
I try emulator.
Not a whole lot going on for everyone else. It's opening a straight draw, I guess, for Snake.
You gotta be careful because if they cash it, they might not pay you.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, they would pay out. That's so I don't trust any online poker, man.
Big discussion on online poker,
Rigged. It's all bugged.
whether or not you trust it. A lot of people think it's rigged. What are your thoughts?
It was like the late 90s, man.
I mean, I definitely think it's a little bit more exploitable than live poker. I don't necessarily think that poker sites are themselves like involved in anything untoward because they have too much to lose, right? They're the ones that make the most money from doing it, and at least attempting to keep the integrity of the game. You know, like we were talking about a few weeks ago, I enjoy the job security, right? It's not bad that the players like to play live. You know, I do like playing both. It's fun playing online, but there's something about having cards and chips in your hand and that atmosphere of it that live poker will always be, I think, number one.
I agree. Just the general interaction, I guess the camaraderie.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that right. Camaraderie.
It's good enough.
Yeah, we're close enough. Is a big enough factor for a lot of the people. I mean, there's so many people out there that don't play online. They have the ability to, just don't because it's not what they want.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's, you know, you're worried more about, you know, I think people think they see, you know, bad beats online and you're getting more hands online, right? So you're going to see more crazy
bad
hands.
beats,
You're
yeah.
going to see more bad beats. You're going to see, you know, straight flushes and hold'em and things that you don't see as often live. But I do think, you know, it is, like I said, exploitable, right? You might have players playing with each other and other things that are easier to do, but I don't think some big conspiracy like ACR is not conspiring against you. Like, that's not reality.
No kings coming.
Flop them and open under.
Flop them an open ender. No one got flopped an open ender, but two players are gonna fight for this one, and Ghost Rose drawn pretty thin here. One queen and 3 8s left for him. Both would give him the nuts.
Yeah, he's in the lead with the better kicker right now, but Gil has more opportunities, more free cards to
Straight
make
draw
a
too.
boat. Yeah, now open-ended straight draw as well.
And that is the max bet. What does Gil want to do now? He may just say this hand's too good to fold and put it in.
Doesn't know that the 8 is no good.
Yeah.
Probably not scared if he does make the 3. I mean, Jack 3 is possible, but a lot less likely than a grouping of hands that has a Jack and an 8.
Yeah, it does ship it. If we're up against Ace Jack, we have pretty good equity. Ghost Row is gonna, of course, flick in the call. They're gonna go twice. Gil is not drawn very well. Looks like they are going to go twice, though.
Ghost Rose still best. Kicker does play.
Queen Jack, Queen Jack.
For the folks at home that don't watch as much PLO, you do have to use 2 cards out of your hand. So neither player makes a full house. They both have to use the Jack in their hand and their next best card to have trips with a 6. So another pot going
Ghost Rose
to
way.
going to the 8 seat. It's been a good one for him.
Dipped down a little bit, now chipping back up. 5.1k pot going his way.
Yeah, I got everything back from that setback earlier, plus a little bit.
Back to where it was at the beginning of the stream. It's always good to come back there.
I mean, I guess King 5-3 is still a good flop. I got my $150 back. Yeah. It is so I mean, I guess it's still good. I mean, whatever.
Snake, Dwayne down 4. Snake almost down 5. Dwayne down 4 and change. Gil down 3.6 now. Jambros down 2. Levi down just a little over 1. Cafe 11 now down 900. Only 3 winners in this game. If there are losers, there has to be winners, and if there are winners, there has to be losers.
Yeah, unfortunately, poker is a zero-sum game.
You owe me like 2K. You're like 2K in arrears. I'm not asking for a full stack. I'm just asking for 2K.
Levi, you're being greedy.
I'm asking for yours.
Oh, and we're Snake is also
Remember,
asking for
Levi,
2K.
you're not the Green Goblin in this. You're Batman.
Oh, fair enough.
Snake with the blind raise to 60. This is something I thought would have happened much sooner. Bros raising it up. 200 will be the price of poker now. I like Bros' hand.
Was just thinking the same thing.
Ghost Rose is in there on the button. Double suited kings. Levi.
I heard
said
raise already.
And this, oh.
That would be why. Aces in the hole.
I think we're gonna. Jambros will at least see a flop.
That wouldn't even be halfway there.
Yeah, and Levi does have the 8-6 of diamonds, so if the board interacts with Jambros' hand, it might also with Levi's.
I think Jambros. Oh shit. Jambros called. Ghost Rose repotted. Oh shit, we have a big pot. I mean, Jambros may just call it off here.
Oh, I think he almost has to.
Yeah.
I mean, you're more excited going
I'd
3
rather
ways
have
in a
it.
way.
Yeah.
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 It's more than summons for sure.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he
getting
said,
one.
yeah, let's go.
Beautiful being footage.
Shit.
Wow.
Double suited kings.
What are your suits?
Diamonds and spades. Double suited kings.
Diamonds and spades, best suits.
Diamonds are thin,
Ambrose was in a good spot.
sprinkled around everybody's hand.
I have aces. I mean, I have diamonds, but they're not live. I don't have any seats covered on aces.
Do you have number
You have
suits?
aces?
Yeah, I have aces.
This is gonna come down
I have
to.
too good of kings to.
Yeah, you're good. So 2
I
full.
thought you were fine.
You have king's double, or what do you got?
2 full. Punish.
Let me just punish.
Do you have your number?
They're gonna get the pot right. This is the pot of the evening.
Can we just get a deuce 3 rainbow board?
Yeah, this is gonna be a big one.
Not asking too much. I'm not asking for a set.
Bunch of numbers. I don't know.
What do you have, Ambrose?
I'm not really sure you want those.
Just, I can see it like.
What do you
We may
have?
be
I have
ending
numbers.
this- We may be ending the stream with a bang, guys.
Oh my god.
We have more big ones after this one to come.
Oh, we have straight flush. Well,
But
the
first
diamonds
things
are covered right
first,
there,
let's
too, so-
come up with a resolution to this problem.
I have spades. Spades are very
$20,000 pot. They will run it twice. Jambros is only in for the main of about 10,000.
Only.
The rest of it's on the side. It's like 10 and change.
Well, but like you could have ace king.
Yeah, I know. I've three bet worse than whatever before.
Jambros has a little bit more than advertised too. Has 4,000. So $22,438 pot.
He wants to chop up Batman.
Ambrose has the most equity here.
What is all of this?
Making Mikey earn his keep around here.
Yep. 4,030 going to the main.
Let me just win the first.
And then how much left over?
Whew, I am getting anxious myself. I don't even have skin in the game, but
This is this is a pot.
this is a sweat. There are chips everywhere. The great game of PLO.
I actually thought Ambrose was.
So what's the most interesting board card that we can find here?
In the window,
Yeah, like the 7 of spades? No, I mean,
I'm glad that I have a straight
8 of spades in the window would be the most interesting.
yes, yeah, 8 of
Eight of
spades.
spades.
Yeah, 8 of spades, for sure.
I like that he has a 6.
I knew my spades were gonna be left. I felt my spades. Oh,
I felt my spades were like diamonds.
Why do you guys have so many
You're
numbers?
making ace.
Why do you guys have
Both
so
my suits are live.
No. Okay, no. Yeah, your suit's live. Your diamonds are live. I'm just saying the
2 full boards will be run for this.
Wait, just to be clear. Oh yeah, we're all twice.
I would actually think
Yeah.
Let's see him.
That's a king.
6 anyway.
Wow.
No waiting. No 6s are coming. I think there's 1 ace left in the deck. Spades are
Yeah,
covered.
That locks that up.
That locks
for
that up.
Gastros.
I got that one. Good to run good.
That's a good board to win.
holy shit, he hit that on the turn.
Good luck, Ambrose. You're gonna need it.
Good.
Sick needle, bro. Okay.
Jambros with a gut shot.
This makes it straight
Yep.
on the bottom.
So Ghost Rose and Jambros will be chopping the main. And Levi will be chopping the side.
Found it.
Levi wants to get rid of that last 8. Unfortunately, when you run 2 full boards with a full game, you have to use every single card in the
Yeah.
deck. So,
Tim, I'll meet you in the back office.
Actually, it's probably more than
Tim, let's meet in the back office.
Ghost Rose up now. Just over 10K off his $2,000 buy-in.
20K.
Jambros is unstuck. Levi stuck a little bit more.
aces regressing to the mean here. Ran really hot at the beginning of the stream.
At least they did not do flop twice.
Yes, flop
Flop
twice
would have been a $22,000 pot going King's way.
But I mean,
Yeah, and that's I typically like to do full twice. I feel like 2 full boards is too many cards.
against our hands,
You don't know how he. What
you're
about
more
how
alive
he
than
did it?
me. I don't even know how I even get half the time. I stepped in it. I didn't realize Levi was trapping.
I was trapped that re-raise.
No, I know, but you limped him, is what I'm saying. And then when he raised it, was a big thing.
Like, you know the odds, man. Who was worth that for these?
And with that, they're gonna take some time to chop this hand up, and we're gonna get a bomb pot.
Yeah, what a doozy of a pot. A lot of chips to handle. Good job, Mikey.
And we have received word the last hand will be hand number 73. So we have 3 more hands for y'all. We have bomb pot and 2 more hands.
I was just saying between them two. Between them two.
Like I said, I think that we're going to be ending with a bang. So if that wasn't enough, we may have one more big one for y'all. Let's let another Mike get in the box and see what he has to offer us.
Levi, not happy to go 3 ways with naked bad aces.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they hold up. I have heard of it. I don't see it often, but I have heard it.
No, I know. But I mean, I wasn't that concerned about it.
I agree.
Just want to add my name to the list, checking out these Poker Atlas updates. I guess we'll see what everything is about.
Can't look at the list. Poker Atlas, change it back. You're gonna get more hate.
Oh, I do see there's a whole bunch of new stuff. Yeah. Only Faves, Value Town.
Yeah, I'm not gonna click on any of that.
But they've been for me for like 8, 9 years. Except you keep them.
What do you try to get them to do? Like mainly like target playing and stuff?
No, I outsourced all the management.
Interesting. Interesting new layout.
Management myself, and I was like, they don't care who manages this.
No, you find the guys.
That's the top board.
For 1% a year. Like,
That's a bottom board.
so I brought in this. What's up?
Okay, we're good. One fold.
There's a straight for Dwayne. And a pair.
75, 62.
The issue is like, how do you find the money now? I used to go to Especially in
Nut flush for Sandman with a pair of kings on both boards. Straight for Snake. Straight for Jambros. Jambros folds.
in a full suit, 100-degree weather, man.
Ghost Rose with
They haven't heard from them
2 pair and Queen High Flush.
knocked on the door 3 times in 3 months.
We got some overlap here.
They signed the transfer paperwork, bring all this.
Clean on both turns. Snake with diamonds. Now
I got a BMW. I'm going on Sunday to a BMW Park Club.
525 is the wager.
It's getting harder and harder though, because I don't know how to do it. It's all used to be referrals, but then I got all the referrals, and it's like the problem is like all my elderly are passing away, and then they give it down to Gen X, Gen Y. They want to go to AI. They don't care who.
Getting several calls here.
I took care of them for like 20 years. Then the kids get the money. I don't give a shit about the money. Vanguard Fidelity.
3 ways. Not that clean. Ace King Jack 10 chopping.
If you're a dumb kid, you kind of know how to.
Just checks through.
Well, the thing is, like, there's a human component to it.
Snake with Broadway on the top.
The other 2 Broadways were folded. Both players having not enough to do on the bottom board to call the bet.
If I bet the river, you call me?
It's gonna be hard to get me off. I mean,
That's why
I'm just bad enough to do it.
I'm just bad enough to do it.
Oh, I know. What I'm saying, I'm not saying you're bad. What I'm saying is you have enough to call.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I didn't do it.
Concerned my clients might watch this shit on TV.
I didn't even like having second nut and middle bottom on the board. I was like, this is a setup.
Okay, good.
Does kind of feel like a setup.
I had a guy door knock.
What are you thinking, DT? We're towards the end here. You gonna stay and play?
I need to get something to eat first. That's actually my priority,
Okay.
and it has to be healthy. 'Cause I'm on a diet.
Okay.
So then
Can get a little tough after 10 p.m. if you want healthy.
it's true. Hawaiian Bros it is.
I had Hawaiian Bros for lunch, so
I like Hawaiian Bros.
very good. Very good. Chicken and rice and sauce. It's, I wouldn't say hard to mess it up, but it can be hard to make it really good, and somehow theirs is really good every time.
It's true.
This is not paid advertising, by the way, although they are right down the street from us, so maybe we should.
I wonder what kind of sponsorships we could dig up.
I bet we could get tons.
I'm not even that greedy. Just give me free dinner and give you a plug every stream. I'll give you a plug every fucking hour.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
We're easy, guys. We are very easy to please.
I tell my clients, so dividend stocks are like rental. They buy them, they pay dividends quarterly. If you hold them every year, the dividends go up. You go to the mill.
Cafe 11, beautiful rundown, double shooter rundown.
So cute.
Dwayne's gonna get in there.
Right now, it's 7% dividend.
Levi's gonna be in there.
Yeah, but the problem is people go to like Nvidia right now. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
Cafe 11 looking for a 10 or a 5 on this flop to make him very happy.
10 of spades is out, so it's gonna be the 5 of spades.
There,
That's
they both are.
That's not terrible. Top 2 for Dwayne. Just gonna lead out.
100% my best look. I would buy.
But I would buy dividend stocks right now. The Fed's predicted to cut rates.
Doubt he's going anywhere.
They are going to print.
Has diamonds, only 8 high. We know they're good.
Tons of good turn cards for him.
That's
is
one.
of them. Now he's got a lot more perceived outs. Not a whole lot in the deck. Dwayne just gonna bet the full amount again.
If our tracker is right, very, very thin, despite what it looks like.
Cafe 11 calling, getting perfect in position.
So only 5 live outs.
That's one of them.
That's one.
I got it.
Call. No, that's it. 7-8 is it. Cafe 11 picking up an $8,200 pot at the end of the stream.
Dwayne probably hoping that Cafe 11 had diamonds there and that he could semi-bluff the 6 or maybe for value. But Cafe 11 not only having the flush draw but had the full wrap as well.
Yeah.
Ended up not being a good card to try to bet.
Like a wallet off the chain.
Unfortunate river card there for Dwayne. It hasn't been a lucky day for him so far. Unkind rivers left and right.
Unfortunately, that's part of poker. And with that, we will have the last hand of the evening. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us tonight. It's been a fun one.
Nakamoto, nobody knows.
It might be Levi.
See if we can get a great action pack last hand for y'all.
This reminds me of the Czech bubble, man. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm like an old school senior citizen. Like,
You understand this? Yes. So like the jobs reports comes out this Friday. It's not going to be good. Right? CPI wasn't good.
okay.
ISP wasn't good. Like all these reports.
But how does that affect this coin that's like on this
what it
weird
does
exchange?
is
Like, I don't know.
Okay,
all right, we gotta get you.
the problem with is just internationally.
The problem with crypto is
125.
Cafe 11 gonna bump it up.
don't worry about it.
Oh no, I wish I could hear just a little bit better. I heard somebody saying the problem with crypto, and I just want to know everything about crypto I can, because that shit passed me by, I guess. Aces again at the
Aces for
end.
Sandman, and he pretty reasonable ones. And he's just calling.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, I think after the roller coaster ride he's been on today, he's down to let.
PM folding the 7-high run, double suited rundown. No, it's beautiful.
Yeah, that hand is super live with considering everything else.
Oh man, we would have flopped a pair, opening a straight draw, backdoor flush draw, and been in real bad shape.
And been in terrible shape. I'm starting to trust PM's fold. I'm not gonna question him. He's made some fantastic folds today.
Sandman with the gutter and nut flush draw and aces. Bets a little less than half pot.
He is not gonna get rid of Cafe 11,
Yeah.
and he doesn't want to.
Yeah, Cafe 11 on top set for Gil. Gonna pot it. Should be like 1900, I think, this pot.
I don't believe Sandman can go anywhere.
Oh no.
Might be good enough to get rid of Cafe 11.
If he if he just piles it in.
I think there's money to be made, but I don't think it's.
So here's a question that you think about also. Do you want to maybe just see a turn, try to make your hand?
No,
I
don't want to give Cafe 11 any price to draw.
Fair enough, fair enough. So you want to get it all in and go twice.
Because we have the nut flush draw. Even though he can call with the worst flush, we're not really going to get paid if we hit it. So the hands that he's going to continue with, if we just call, that we don't want to continue for just that price, are wraps. So 5, 6, 7. Even though we have 7-6, we just don't want him to continue with that for the price he's getting.
That's fair. That is a good reason to just get it in here.
And if he does call and we make our hand, we're going to always get all of it. Like, if we make a flush, we're never getting any more from the wraps. It's just, if we have the best hand, that's how we get the most. If we don't have the best hand, that's how we get the most in the middle. I'm actually more afraid of Gil's hand than...
That's not going to make them buy this corner.
Does just call. Cafe 11 out of there. Gil only got 676 left. Sandman drawing real thin. 7 deuce and an ace.
Oh yeah, we have pretty.
That's
If you look at M2.
Bad news bears.
bad news.
Yeah, I mean, considering the amount that Gil has left behind, though, this is, you know.
Just gonna bet it. Gil's gonna get it.
One of the reasons that Sandman got to call on the flop so confidently was, you know, knowing that Gil only had about 600 behind.
Yeah. And this is unfortunate for him. He's drawn to 2 outs, or 2 outs, a 3 and an ace. Oh, no, not a 3, just ace.
Yeah, just the ace.
Just 1 ace. Looks like they're gonna go twice. Two times to end the stream. That's not an ace. That's not an ace. Gil will scoop a $6,000 pot at the end of the stream. We hope y'all had a good one. Hope everyone had a fun time tonight. We will see y'all next week for another exciting 1-3-6-15 PLO game.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
See?